till 10 p.m. tonight. So
Do you have somewhere you have to be, or just you think the session will be a little shorter? Just because
yeah, just a little, not super long. It's going to be 10 hours.
Oh man.
Let's go. Start making that stream money.
It's the 24-hour. So, where we left off, everybody basically was holding up in the tower, and the poison ogres came by and dealt with them quite easily as they wrestled and strangled each other and attempted to add stones to the tower.
Where the fuck do we live? Why is every time you open the game, it starts you like right at the end?
In the top left, yeah. No.
It's because coordinate 00 is the top left.
Yep.
And they don't have it built in to center over controlled figure. I guess because you could have, well, I guess you could have multiple controlled figures, so it doesn't know which one to pick.
You think at this point it'd like pick up like who's using who, but
yeah.
Nope. That would make too much sense.
Of course it would.
It would require 1 billion more lines of code. So I believe the last moment was there was a poison ogre that was kind of just on the ground and like near death, and Rain was attempting communication with it as an arrow went through its neck, and it fell over dead. And the source of the arrow was what everybody assumes to be May's sister, as she always faces one direction.
What?
Her avatar, just like May.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
And then Rain flew up to the top of the tower and was just, like talking about, just kind of focused on the ogre, but she had like thaumaturgy on and stuff, and the woman is just kind of like surveying the woods in the area like that.
Yeah, but I think compared to May, I think she's more pixelated than he was.
Probably. Well, I think she's got more going on. He did. He's kind of had like his cape or whatever cloak thing, boots. I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, I think she's worse.
You're worse.
Gizmo has a shield. Doesn't matter. You can tell who he is.
Yeah, her health bar is going straight through her face.
I don't like OBS's new update.
Oh yeah, I meant to ask. Well, not that our characters would know this, but what subclass did you pick for Ranger?
Just the standard one.
Okay. I think it's
yeah, right. Yeah, like not the Beastmaster one, the other one.
Right.
I guess I could pull up.
Why did you decide to switch? Out of curiosity.
Switch from what?
Druid to Ranger.
Oh, this is just like plot, kind of.
Oh, okay. Just plot reasons. Okay.
Anybody watching? I don't mean to make you nauseous, but I'm gonna adjust the camera just a smidge. It didn't really do anything. But I'm like off to one side of the camera and it bothers the hell out of me.
So,
I'm sorry we all can't be in a dark room like you.
I guess after some time she would approach the tower, and she's just kind of like standing there and looking up, assuming anybody is peering over the edge.
What did May say? Oh, okay. Her name was. I don't know if he actually gave us her name.
So he might have said that her full name is Vitherholm, but like a lot of the other kind of commoners and people that travel to his village, they call her Holly. And I mean, you guys have the, like the gate up and all that kind of stuff. Like the tower's basically on lock, so
Yeah. I guess Zoldak would just call out and say, "You wouldn't happen to be May's sister, would you?"
she just continues to stare up.
And Zoldak just kind of looks and says, "Well, May did say she was a little gruff."
Rain will say, "I don't care who she is. She killed my ogre," and fly down. And just continue yelling with thaumaturgy, like that. Like he was mine. He was about to talk to me.
She just kind of stares at you and she says, "Rain."
Rain is flabbergasted.
Yeah. Like. Yeah, Rain like takes a pause for a second. And it's like, what?
She just points at you and says, "Rain."
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, Zoldak says, "She doesn't speak common."
Oh, fuck. How are we gonna do this?
Because he was like, "I was speaking common." So he calls out in Elven and asks her the same question.
What was the question?
You wouldn't happen to be May's sister, would you?
Whenever you start speaking in Elven, she looks up, and in Elven, she responds, "Yes."
Yes. I'm still speaking in Elven. If I'm speaking to her, just assume it's. He says, "Yes, I see. Hold on. We'll open the gate. One moment." And then Zoldak goes down the stairs.
Gizmo's actually a step up. I actually know Elvish.
Do you?
Yeah. Yeah, because I think I started with 2 extras, and I think because of I think I got to pick a third because of being an acolyte. I think. Because I have Dwarvish, Common, Elvish, and Gnomish.
So it would take probably roughly like a minute for you to come down and like lower the gate and come outside. So Rain, do you do anything in that time, or does anybody else like shout anything? Also Zoldak, you know obviously that Nira knows Elvish as well.
Yeah.
Gizmo doesn't really wanna because he doesn't trust new people.
Did my avatar update on the bottom left, by the way? Like my
Yeah.
picture?
Yep.
Okay.
I wouldn't know. Don't have pictures up.
Rain will say, with awakened mind, "Great, I'm the only one that doesn't hear Elvish."
She kind of is like shocked whenever you do that, and she just kind of like stares at you, like not like expressive, but like her head turns. You know, like that's the most that you got out of her in terms of like a response.
Well, that's a good thing, or a good chance for.
In fact,
Rain
roll
to
a
learn.
perception. Roll perception.
Okay, I don't even have my character sheet open.
Okay.
Ah, damn fork.
Okay.
Well, you have a 0.
Yeah, I have no wisdom.
That's not good.
Yeah, what I described is just what you
Okay.
notice. You notice that you do get that kind of like extra.
Didn't your brother tell you?
So as everybody else is coming out, I'm assuming that Nira is just kind of like with Zoldak. So Gizmo, do you come down as well?
Very reluctantly, but yes. Me and the shield giant stay like in the back.
No, he's mine.
Don't care. He is the cart.
So
He's-
in
Gizmo's
Elvish,
sitting on the cart.
Well, now you're
In-
outside then.
in Elvish, she says to you, Zoldak, that she asks if you are Zoldak, and I mean, then obviously there's Gizmo as well.
Mhm.
Like she just
Yeah.
kind of asked that.
Yeah, so Zoldak's gonna again speaking in Elvish, he'll say yes and confirm that yeah he's Zoldak. This is Gizmo, this is Rain, and this is Nira.
Gizmo makes
Yeah,
a
she-
rude comment that he knows what she's saying.
In Elvish or in
Yes.
Common? Okay.
Think I'm a half-wit. God damn it.
Rain's getting pissed that for once she doesn't understand. You know what? She just sits down and starts fucking cat like she hops up on the shield guardian and starts doing comprehend languages.
Like casting the ritual.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just done.
And she approaches Nira and asks in Elvish, like, oh, and who would you be? And she's like, oh, and speaking back in Elvish, she's like, oh, I'm Nira Mella, but I own I'm a high elf, kind of far from home, and I own like a money exchange thing here in the village and everything. And then Holly, I guess we can call her, basically was like, oh, May didn't mention you. Or my brother didn't mention you, I guess she would say.
Because she just recently joined us, technically.
Yeah, Zoldak's just gonna comment and say yeah Nira hasn't been with us for too long. I'm not sure what all he told you about what happened, but we've been gone for a little while. Well, three of us in May, and then when we got back here, we joined up with Nira. She's a friend of mine.
Yeah, and then just she kind of like surveys the shield guardian as well, and is like, and he failed to mention this construct as well.
Yeah, it's a recent acquisition of ours from where we were before. But I'd rather not think too much about that.
And then she just like looking up at Rain, and she would just say like, oh, what, and like, what's her deal?
She's a tiefling, but she doesn't speak Elvish, so that's why I guess she's preparing some sort of magic ritual to.
So at this point, your comprehend languages is cast.
Okay.
Is that? Just read. Okay, 1 hour.
Yeah, you can cast it as a thing or a ritual, and the ritual is just the 10-minute version or whatever.
Yeah, I think it's 1. Actually, it might be 10 minutes, but whatever, you cast it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. And she's just like, okay. So basically, she says May mention, or like there were notes from Jeru that there are trolls in the region that like some plant, and I believe that you all can take me to where you last did this for Jeru. Like, could you do that?
I'm sorry, some plant that they like.
Gizmo, could that be the Nightshade from way back when?
I don't know.
Rain will fly down and, with awakened mind, say that
Hold on, I'm
Gizmo
getting a
and-
phone call. I'll be
Okay.
just a minute. You can keep going.
Yeah.
So Gizmo and I once ran an errand for Jeru to collect some nightshade. Then some troll was eating it and making itself ill. Is it that?
So one thing is that you can understand it, but nobody else can understand it. But basically, she says, like, like this is a cursed magic or whatever. But she's like kind of staring at you, like she mutters it, but you understand it, but nobody else.
Okay.
Like she says it in a language that's not Elvish, but you hear that she's like, oh, the cursed magic. Like, what is this? And she's just like kind of concerned, looking at you. So wait, actually, what did you say?
Basically brought up that asked if the nightshade that we got for Jeru would have been the thing that she's talking about that the troll was eating and getting sick from.
Yes, most likely it was a blue plant.
Yep, that's it. Also, the magic isn't cursed.
It is her though.
And she is just like, oh, you understand the language of the druids?
Ah!
As she's saying this in, I'll basically just say it, she's saying it in Sylvan now, so like everybody else can't hear, but she's speaking to you.
Yeah, when I need to, I understand every language.
Very strange.
What is it though?
You, if you think that's strange, you haven't seen anything yet.
Yeah, you haven't met this guy named Bartleby yet.
You haven't met the guy that talks to his sword. Don't worry.
Yeah, he'll come out. He'll come out of the sky someday with perfect 20/20 vision. So yeah, she says, yes, I have been given a recipe from the archdruids of the gnarly wood, and I believe I can make a concoction that will protect us from this poison that's been affecting this region. And she's saying this in Elvish now, so everybody can understand. But we need to go get that plant as part of it. And Jiru said that, you know, basically the two people that helped him, I assume, are Rain and Gizmo.
Yeah, because that's one of the first things he had us do when we first met him.
I'll help you, but
Gizmo brings up the fact that he's resistant to poison, so it doesn't matter to him any.
Do you say that in Elvish?
Of course I do. I can say it in Dwarvish, but I feel like that should make her mad.
Okay, so she says, oh, well then if you're so tough, maybe you can go to the moat house by yourself and stop all this.
Gizmo asked if she even knows that we were already there once.
I changed my mind. I like her. Rain says out loud to everybody.
Like, I mean, like, I
In
assume all...
common.
Okay, yeah.
Like, because I can do that. She can't, you know? Like,
Yeah, right, yeah. She doesn't understand, as far as you know. So are we going there or not?
as long as you don't kill another one of my ogres.
Is that in common?
No, awaken.
Okay.
Is that in
Oh.
common?
She
No,
says in
Ra-
Sylvan, the ogres are an abomination, and I will kill all that I see.
Rain just bitch slaps her. It's just like, no!
I kind of want to do that. Seems somewhat out of character, but I want to do it. The next ogre's mine. And she just like... Yeah. That's what she'll just say is, the next one's mine. And just like, walk away. Hop up on the old guardian.
Guess we're going to wherever we're going.
Yeah, so she says, I believe it's to the north, but I'll let you all lead the rest of the way.
Do you want me to roll to see if I remember where it was? Or is it easy to follow?
So it's relatively easy to follow. You remember taking the road to the north about a mile or two out of Hamlet, and then you went into the woods. So once you get there, then you will have to try to like remember and piece your way back. But it's not too difficult.
Okay.
So as we kind of have like a marching order thing, let's say that we were all heading this direction. What would be the party formation?
Zoldak would be in front. Actually, I guess the Raiden and the Shield Guardian would be in front. Oh, Gizmo's in the back. Gizmo's tired of being ambushed and dying, so he's back here.
Yeah, she's fine with being like in the front or just like on the flank. Additionally, everybody can see that she has
Nira tanky? Because she could, her and Zoldak could be in the front, but I don't know exactly
I
what
was
she's
actually
wearing.
going to give somebody control of Nira, probably CJ, but she is a level 4 rogue.
Oh.
She has
Basically, just the better not dead version of Fernok.
she has two short yeah, short. I don't even know what I was about to say, but she has 2 short swords and the crossbow that Zoldak gave.
She's using 2 short boards. That's what you're going to say.
Yeah, right. I would like to think I was trying to say short bow, but
Alright, I'm back.
okay. CJ, I was going to give you. Oh, so we're heading to the north to go to. Before you ever played with us way back, Jeru had Gizmo and Rain go into the woods to the north to
Mhm.
find a like nightshade plant that he was using like for potions and stuff. And whenever they went to go find it, there was a troll that was like sitting there eating them, so it was like badly hurt, and they killed it and got the nightshade and came back. So now Holly is asking you all to go get that because she has like a recipe to help ward off the poison in the area, and it requires that plant. So she's like, we need to go back to that area.
Okay.
So this red arrow, I'm just denoting we need kind of like a marching order for like, you know, kind of whatever. So
Yeah.
and we were just like positioning everybody.
Rain will
Here's
ride on
Zoldak
the.
to lead.
Rain's gonna ride on the cart behind the Shield Guardian.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gizmo,
Nira, I guess
where
we'll
do you want to
probably
go?
keep her in the cart.
I'm in the back.
Yeah, Nira could be in the cart as well.
I'm back here.
Okay, so you're like walking behind the cart.
Yes.
Okay. So, whoops.
Sorry for
Hey,
the
sorry to
obnoxious
back
cough.
out again. I'm getting a call again.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll send us over.
Are we still marching northward, or are we kind of going like?
We are heading north. I just sent you guys over here so I could do it in the meantime. We are heading to the top left. So like
Okay.
Zoldak would be here. She would be here.
Yeah,
This
we're
one's
like
way back here.
Yeah, I just want to like fix the.
Oh, also yeah, I have a new. That's Nira's new art
Oh, nice.
or whatever. So that's how she looks. And also Zoldak. So yeah, I was gonna give you control of Nira if you could play as her if you want. You don't care.
Remember, he just backed out for the phone call.
Okay. Oh, all right.
we do something about the sizing because I have it like super zoomed in, so I'm like looking at our characters like they're gigantic.
Yeah, on the left there's a little magnifying button, and you can change how zoomed in you are.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if I have it zoomed out, like because we're sitting on such a, like the border, or just like it's just the white is absurd right now.
Can't you like scroll left and right?
Yeah, but I'd lose. We're in the corner, is what I'm saying.
I'm not sure how it can help. Maybe whenever I get rid of the fog of war, it'll help
Maybe.
so
don't
that
know.
you guys can see more map.
I just have to have it like positioned like this.
I mean, I have my zoom on 60%, so So basically,
I assume it's 120.
I want everybody to roll 2 dexterity checks versus 14. Basically, as we're traveling through the woods, occasionally trees will launch kind of like the poison thing at us. So this is just kind of like, just during our travels.
The first 2 will be Rain. The second 2 will be Shield Guardian.
Actually, you know what? First, Rain or Gizmo, roll a survival check for finding the way.
Okay. I was gonna ask if I could do the help action to help him remember. Be like if we like talk about it, but
Right.
Right, back again.
he
Sorry about
remembers.
that.
CJ, would you be willing to control Nira?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna give you her sheet. Actually, I'm pretty sure I gave everybody control of her sheet.
Yeah, her
Or
sheet's
so-
it's just in like the list.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So I'm pretty sure you'll be able to move her, and she has 2 short swords and the crossbow that you gave her. So, she can use her bonus action to attack with the second short sword. And she's a level 4 rogue, so she has sneak attack sometimes. I have it all.
Okay.
Her character sheet's pretty bare bones, but just combat.
Yeah.
So are we just doing dexterity checks or dexterity savings?
No, so you pass the first survival check, so you get there basically the whole way. And now Rain helping you remember, roll survival again, but with advantage. So you passed the first survival check. You're remembering your way back. Okay, yeah, so you passed both. So now everybody just needs to roll 1 dexterity check. Saving throw, sorry. Versus 14.
First one would have been me. Second one, Nira.
Okay.
Shield Guardian has. a
Okay, so
minus
everybody that didn't beat a 14 just takes 5 poison damage.
I take half that
Me
Correct.
too.
because of shield mastery.
And you have poison.
Oh, and then poison
resistance.
resistance. So what? I don't even know.
20.
What are we getting attacked by or hit by or?
So while traveling through the woods, more of kind of like the poison effects are jumping out of the trees and attacking us, and I just kind of aggregated it that Gizmo took away that seemed to have less, and he took a safer way, and we only each had to roll 1 time
Okay.
versus that.
The
Just kind
damage
of
the
trap.
did.
And
The
sorry,
shield-
they did 10 damage. So
Did the Shield Guardian whatever?
is the
like-
Shield Guardian hurt by poison damage?
It is. It's immune to poison. It says immunity's poison.
Okay, yeah, so it takes no damage.
So
Okay.
should I just take 5 damage since of my shield mastery, or should I half that again because the poison resistance?
Well, you reduce the damage by half because of your shield thing, and then you're resistant to poison, so you take 2 damage.
I'll
2
just,
poison.
Oh, so it was 10 damage total. if you
I'll just
take
take 2 off of my temp health.
Yeah, right.
Since we
Oh.
still have
Everybody that
that
had the feast has 5 temp health. In fact, I think Nira has 5 temp HP.
Okay.
I think
So
the Shield
she-
Guardian is the only one that doesn't.
Right.
I don't think I rolled more health when we leveled up last time. Actually, yeah, 'cause we hit 10. No, I'll just do it at the end because I was just looking at my spells and I don't think I gave myself a spell.
So basically, we all come up, and Gizmo and Rain, you start to finally memorize a certain location where you start walking up a little hill, and you're like, wait a second, isn't over this hill where the trolls were and everything? And that's whenever everybody has a clear shot of everything else. And you notice up here, in the exact location where the trolls were before, there are now 3 trolls there, and also a very large one that has 2 heads.
Ugh.
Right.
And roll for initiative. Oh,
Oh,
crap,
wait.
I didn't do her.
Did we do any sort of rest before we did this adventure?
As
We
long
just-
as you didn't use any spells against the poison ogres at the tower, then you have everything. As far as I know.
We didn't really do anything to the poison ogres because we were just like, wait, should we? Nah, never
Right.
mind.
I know, but I don't think I ever.
We
All my
didn't
spells
rest.
were like spent. So I don't remember if we like
didn't
actually.
we didn't long rest at all because I don't have any hit dice back.
Shit. So I have no spells. I have like one
was it
level
that-
3 spell.
Was it that you guys didn't long rest since the Titanoboa? Is that what
Yeah,
the
we
question
haven't long
is?
rested since the Titanoboa.
I thought we did. We ate the Titanoboa. Wasn't that a
was-
long rest?
I think that was a short rest.
It was a
actually.
short rest. It was short because then we encountered. We were deciding like what we were all gonna do, and Zoldak
Yeah.
was just reading his book, and then
at the end- yeah.
Gizmo set the thing on fire, and that attracted the trolls.
Yeah, it was at the end of the long rest that May left, and then Gizmo went and burned the tavern, and then the poison ogres came.
But we long rested before the after the Titanoboa still then, right? Because if you said May left after the long rest,
Which
and
was
then and Gizmo burned the shit down.
yeah, that was before the attacking with the ogres and the snake.
I think right after the Titanoboa, they went to Nira's house and got her stuff, and then we came back to Jeru's, the grove, and then we had a short rest because then you cooked the Titanoboa, and then May left.
Okay.
And then the poison ogres came, so yeah, I think it's still just basically wherever we were after the short rest after the Titanoboa.
Yeah, I don't think we got a long rest then.
Okay, got it.
There's a question basically because we're not living through this because I have no spells. So this is where we die as a party.
Oh, I have to roll. I could just knock roll for them.
I have 4 level 1 spells and that is it.
Alright, this is for the
But
regular
we're
trolls.
definitely long resting after this, so just go all out.
Can you see their names?
Oh,
Troll. Yeah.
And then two-headed troll? Like, can you
Yeah.
see his name?
I only
Okay.
see one troll, but I
Go
I see
further.
their name not in the initiative, but I see them on the field. Two-headed troll. Blue trolls this time. Oh no, it's a palette swap. That means they're tougher than before.
Yeah.
I know how this works.
Yeah.
I've
I
seen
know
this
how.
before.
Yeah. Years of Vigigame practice. Okay, and then this is the two-headed.
good. He rolled worse than everybody.
Maybe they're the lower palette swap. Not likely.
Okay, now sorting. That is a really tall.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
At least the guys with the longer names are at the bottom.
so let me not have like Creek and Pond
Oh,
music playing.
Jordan, are you using the standard ranger or the unearthed arcana one?
I am using the revised ranger.
Okay. Another important question.
Okay, so she is going to. She has her bow out, and she's going to go over here. And she's going to shoot the blue troll with her bow.
Also, she's
So-
level 19. Bam!
Right. She has. Okay, so first she's going to use her bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on the blue one. And then she's going to use her action to attack, and she has extra attack, so she's going to attack twice. But she has. Is it this ranger ability where she has advantage against creatures who have not acted in combat yet. So since she's the first, she's going to get advantage on these attacks. Or basically, since she's acting before them in total combat, this is the only time this is going to happen. Yeah. So 2 attacks against the blue one.
Oh,
Damn.
oh, what?
God.
What?
Oh my god.
Elven longbow.
So her bow has a crit range of 19 to 20, so she did actually crit on both of those.
I was just gonna make a
Additionally-
joke about that. I should have.
Yeah.
Like in before 2 crits.
Yes. Another Zoldak.
It's basically just the ranger Zoldak.
Well, that troll's dead. I'm gonna go grab a drink while you kill it.
Yeah. Additionally, the
Well,
damage
because
of
a
the
hunter's mark, it does extra damage. So yeah, you're.
yeah, so she's gonna do a lot.
Range Zoldak.
She's gonna do a lot of damage on this round, but her longbow is actually 1d8 exploding dice damage. So if
Oh,
she rolls
Jesus.
an 8, it rolls again.
Nice.
So here's the hoping that happens. Ah, dang. Okay, so that's the first longbow attack.
Jesus
There's-
Christ.
Second longbow attack, and I've
Not
actually
eliminating
adjusted. Yeah, I've adjusted her crit to actually add correctly, so I don't have to double click on anything.
Nice.
fucking horrible.
How's
So
that
now
troll
she's
feel?
she's gonna get the 1 click of Hunter's Mark damage
Oh,
and roll twice because it was a crit, and
okay,
then
I mean,
the second attack she has Colossus Slayer, so damaged enemies she rolls another 1d8 versus, so that also gets double rolled.
just
So she
anytime you
just
throw
did-
more dice, stacked dice, and it's a
49.
crit, it just gets crazy.
Okay, so she did 59 damage.
Yeah.
This thing.
2 crits though.
Okay, so it is badly injured
The first attack is
and
bad.
bloodied.
Yeah.
It's badly injured and bloodied. Jesus.
Yes. So 59 damage, and that is everything. She has 5 feet of movement, but she's not going to use it. So it is now the troll's turn. And they are obviously very angry.
The one troll is angry. He just got almost
Yeah.
murdered.
Right.
The other trolls are like,
Too much being to
oh,
be
okay.
How far do they move? 30. Okay, so they are going to just dash.
We're more than 30 feet away.
Yeah, so
So I was calculating with Gizmo. For Gizmo with his 25 feet of
okay, hold on. Let me move this guy back
bullshit,
to
I
where he was.
can only get here.
He is going to charge direct.
Unless you dash, and then you could.
He's going to charge directly at her. That is their turn. Rain, it is your turn.
Rain is gonna fly up 30 feet.
Okay.
She is going to hold her action with Synaptic Static,
Okay.
and
What is the range on that? Or what's your-
120 feet.
Okay, so what is
And it's-
your condition?
Basically, would I be able to say as soon as the blue one gets in range that I'd be able to clip at least it and one of the other ones?
Yeah, I mean, as long as it moves that far.
Yeah. Basically, if it, ideally, I would like it to, move over here, but I'm saying if it, moves here, and I have to pick one of them and it, whatever, just as long as I clip the big one and one of the little ones, at least.
Yeah, I mean, you want to maximize your damage. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's fine. You're gonna hit somebody with it.
Yeah. Basically, by the end, after, if I could metagame enough, after the two-headed troll, whatever hits as many of them as possible.
Yeah, right. If it's just him, then you'll go for these two. Basically.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Okay, Gizmo.
Uh,
And all of these trolls look very healthy. They don't look like they're all poisoned up or anything.
Gizmo moves his 25 feet and ends his turn.
Guys,
Um,
remember, trolls do that regenerating thing. Metagame.
In what direction did you move? Oh, are you under the shield guardian?
Yeah, that's 25
Okay.
feet.
Okay, Soldak.
Do I just charge in? Because I could make it to there if I use my bonus action to bolt.
You have
myself.
javelins if you don't want to go up.
That's true. Yeah, but the range has disadvantage, so it's not a good move. And I could always wait for them to enter my reach and then get
Yeah.
the reaction attack.
You could always just step up here, so they'll certainly enter your reach.
Yeah, I think that's what Zoldak will do. He'll well, you know what? Maybe I'll move so I can get within range of a javelin. I believe they're in range of 30.
Yeah, that's like the size thing of a javelin.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm pretty sure they have items in this search thingy. Range is 30 by 120.
Yeah, so if they're within 30, I can,
Attack normally, yeah.
yeah. I go there and... Make it to here. Yeah, okay, so if I go right here,
Okay.
I can reach them just barely reach green.
And because that's not a reloading weapon, you can use your extra attack on it.
Yeah, so let's see. Javelin is strength based, so I can +9 to hit. Yeah, so I'll attack twice with that, and then I'll use my interact with an object to draw my glaive afterwards.
Oh,
I'm putting that on it because that's the thing that has Hunter's Mark on it. Okay, so a 20 hits, but the 14 misses.
the question is, Colossus
Just
Hunter, like, is that because she's a ranger and that's like the target she wanted?
Yeah, it's part of the hunter subclass.
I'm just curious.
It's not because it's what she marked. It's because the creature is damaged before.
Oh.
It's a really nice ability for hunters. It's almost like kind of too complicated. Like it's almost like why don't they just get that extra 1d8 all the time? It's like, oh, they're
Yeah.
not injured. It's
Yeah.
only like the first attack that you do that you don't get it. But...
Yeah. Which maybe that's like a balance thing for the lower levels or something. I
Yeah,
don't know.
maybe.
Okay, so 9 piercing to blue or to green?
To green.
Okay.
I think blue's just out of range.
True.
And now Green's angry!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it would have been better to attack blue if possible, because, you know, regenerating trolls. So.
Yeah, except she'll get her turn before it does, so he'll die.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
So now it is Nira's turn. She has standard movement of like 30 feet or whatever.
yeah, and a bow. Crossbow.
She's gonna shoot and it's gonna crit and just explode.
I'm pretty sure she's if she moves 30 feet up, she'll be within the standard range of a crossbow. So she'll move right here.
Is it a light crossbow or a heavy? I think it's the light, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1d8 damage, yeah. They have a range of 80 by 320.
Oh yeah, she's within range then. Yeah.
If she's using that.
Yeah, she'll use that, and she does not have extra attack because rogue, and I don't. The
Correct.
conditions for sneak attack don't apply right now, so she will shoot at blue.
Okay.
Ha,
Okay, so roll another d20 just to see what happens.
just a d20.
Okay, so yeah, she just misses. She hits that tree.
Yeah.
It's in the way.
Oh.
Okay,
Perfect
now
hit
Boy's
on
turn.
the
Big
two-headed
boy
troll.
yells.
2 heads means 2 turns.
That's not how that works, I hope.
Two-headed troll moves to there and is
And
just
would
clearly
like some
angry.
synaptic static in its ass.
What is the range on that, or the radius, I should say?
20 radius.
Okay, so you can actually hit all 3 of these guys.
Yeah. Kind of a low
Okay.
roll, but it'll 23 damage intelligence
Okay,
save.
this
DC
is going to
17.
be. This is intelligence. Okay. This is the two-headed troll.
Yes.
This is going to be. See, they probably just have the same. Okay, still. This is blue and then green. Okay, so they all
Alright.
fail.
Bane, bitches.
It's for 1 minute. Let me see if I can find like a little icon for that.
Is there like
Well,
a confused looking symbol?
Brain damage.
That's like the yeah, that works.
Oh, actually, well,
I say that like there's like that one with like it looks like a ninja or like a.
oh, that one.
Oh no, okay. There's an actual ninja one. I was thinking that one. Yeah. Except that's almost like sleep effect.
There's also like a shield with some lightning through it, but to me that's like broken armor or something. Okay, so they're going to have minus d6. Okay.
And they take 23 damage each.
Oh yeah, and 23 psychic. Okay, so blue is near death. And it is Shield Guardian's turn.
Alright, let me see.
You have a dwarf inside of you.
Uh, that's 90. Alright, yeah, so it's gonna do what it always does.
Cast that spell.
And
Stop the tenant. Yeah. Very.
do you guys want me to slap the big one or the little ones?
Well, the little ones are one of the little ones is almost dead, so
True.
I'd say just get the big one.
Alright, if I throw it like here, it might still like want to run directly through the middle. Maybe. Or should I like fucking probably like here?
Yeah, I mean, you assume that it's going to obviously want to charge you guys, so.
Right.
Yeah. That works.
Okay.
Deck save for the first grab.
Okay, so it fails.
Yep, so it's Gribbity Grab,
Hey,
takes
babe.
12 damage, and
There's a Dawn fan
restrained.
right here.
Doing. Was that? No, that's incapacitated. Where's the one? Maybe webbed. Like you can't move or something. Or, oh yeah, is it restrained actually? Yeah, it is. So it would be actually this one.
Yeah.
Alright, I am actually gonna step out here. I don't know how long I'll be back. Continue on without me.
Okay.
So, good luck, guys.
12,
Hope you don't die.
12 bludgeoning damage. Okay, the two-headed troll seems barely injured overall. It hasn't taken much damage yet. Did he say what the Shield Guardian was going to do? So it casts
I
that.
think that's
and
all. It can cast a spell and it can move, but I think that's all.
Okay. Yeah, I just don't remember if he said it was going to do anything. Since I'm controlling him, I'm just gonna have it move like a little closer to Nira.
Yeah.
Wait, are you guys there?
That everybody just disappeared from the game except for.
Whoa, what happened?
Yeah, that's what I'm just thinking.
Yeah. I think Roll20's having a bit of a hiccup.
Should
Did
we
you guys see
exit?
that I moved the Shield Guardian off of Gizmo?
You did
Nope.
not.
Okay.
Alright, I guess it's log out, log in again.
Yeah. and then see where Jesus takes us.
Jesus, take the keyboard. Well, I don't know what else to use. It's like I have a blank game. You are still on top of me.
Oh my god, the volume of that thing is super loud. I hope the turn order loads, I swear to god. Okay.
It's there.
I was like, because it was just blank. I was like, please no.
Everything's back.
Yep.
You didn't move the Shield Guardian. So,
Oh god, the zoom.
I don't know where you want to put that.
Zoom. Oh, I was gonna move him right there.
That's
like
better.
just closer to. Yeah.
Ollie's turn.
Okay. Shield Guardian gone. Her turn. Okay, so she is obviously after. What's his fate? Oh man, I gotta reopen the character sheet.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Oh come on, it's a separate web page.
Somehow they still have it tied to the game. So
Yeah, that tied to that window. Okay, so she is going to attack with the Elven longbow. Oh shit! I should have done this one. Okay, she could have done like an insane amount of damage if I remembered she had this one. Okay,
What ability is
so
that?
it's where you trade to hit for damage.
Oh, you took that ability.
Yeah.
I was considering taking that with Zoldak, and I still might actually, but it ends up
Yeah.
being one of those things where it's like it's a lot of damage, but the accuracy is kind of. Let's just say I'd use my superiority die to get.
Yeah. Right.
To make up for what I
That
lose.
edge.
Yeah. Because I can do the precision attack.
Okay, so
I may end up still taking that, but I think that part of the feat ends up being useless because like it's a bonus action to make an extra attack.
Okay, so that hits. 9.
Yeah, I think I still. I'll have to see.
Okay, it is near death. And she is going to. Oh wait, I forgot Hunter's Mark damage. Okay, so so I got it. And also Colossus Slayer technically.
Yeah.
Okay, so it falls to the ground. And she can move her Hunter's Mark. So she is going to move it to green.
It falls to the ground, but it's a troll, so
Exactly.
we got.
You know, yeah, I mean, you've
we got to actually end.
right. Zoldak has probably fought trolls in the past.
Yeah, Gizmo, do you have any like fire-based cantrips or acid-based cantrips? Anything that it just has to do fire damage or acid damage. It doesn't matter how much.
So she's going to use her second attack on green. That hits.
Sacred
then-
Flame, but I think I have to be like in their face.
19 damage. That one is now bloodied and injured. And then she is going to she's going to dash
Range is
as
60
a
feet.
bonus. She's going to dash as a bonus action over to here.
Sacred Flame does radiant damage, so that doesn't even help.
Oh, radiant.
No,
Yeah.
inflict,
That is her
inflict
turn.
wounds is my only, but that does necrotic damage. So
So this troll uses some of its movement as it seems to regain some life and it stands up. And it will move here.
Not within range yet. My reaction attack.
and it will stop there. Green is going to charge Zoldak, and you
That's
can
gonna
do your
cover it for
bonus.
me.
Yeah. In fact, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you can trigger your reaction attack if you want.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm gonna use a superiority die on that, I think.
Okay.
To make that
A 23 hits.
yeah. I'm gonna definitely do. I'm gonna do a trip attack. I think they're not like. Well, yeah, they're large, so I can still trip that.
Mhm.
So I'll roll the damage first. Or actually, wait, that should be a D10. Hold on. There we go. So 15, and then it's got to make a
Okay.
strength save versus DC 17.
Okay, I forget. Are reactions? I think they're resolved. Well, actually, it would approach you
It'd be when it moves within range, so it would actually
exactly. So it would be.
It
Yeah,
has to
like
be,
one square
more
closer. Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Because of its size.
Yep. So it has to make a strength.
Yep. PC 17.
It's probably not gonna make it. Nope. Okay, so it actually goes prone.
Yep.
So it is move. Okay, so then it's gonna use half of its move. Okay, well it still actually makes it.
Yeah, that's fine.
But you did. I didn't do the damage yet. How much did you do? 15.
Yep.
Okay. It is near death. But now it is going to swing at you. So it is going to charge at you, you know, and you sweep its legs and trip it down, and it starts crawling and getting back up. And it's going to bite you and swing at you with its claws twice. So it actually attacks you 3 times.
It
So
crit.
So bite, claw, claw, and I'm pretty sure just the first 2 hit.
Yes.
Okay.
So
So the
one is a crit, so that's good.
bite.
Oh, I do have a potion of fire breath. on
Oh,
me.
okay. That
So I could.
reminds me of Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
That's the bite.
Okay.
So 18 plus 1 claw attack. Oh wow.
Wait, wasn't one of those a crit though?
Yeah, the first one is a 1d6 plus 4, so I doubled it to 2d6 plus 8, and then
Oh,
the second one
okay.
is 2d6 plus 4.
Yeah, because I was gonna say like the.
Yeah, they're very similar. Yeah, they're literally only difference in the modifiers actually. The rolls are the same. Okay, so that is greens, and now red is going to just similarly charge the group. Okay, that is. Oh wow, I forgot to do. Let me actually see if I can take off the damage of the other one. Nah, 21 still hits you, right?
For Zoldak?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I forgot about Rain's Synaptic Static. They have minus d6 to attack rolls.
Right. Yeah, my armor class is 20.
Okay. Alright, so now it is Rain's turn. And I've got to pull up her sheet because I don't know what she does. I mean, it's probably going to be Eldritch Blast, but.
Yeah. When all else fails.
Yeah, she's going to, just for simplicity, she's going to Eldritch Blast the blue one.
See, now might be the best time to use Potion of Fire Breath. It's a bonus action too, so I can attack.
Wow. Okay, so this is Rain. Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
24 hits, 9 damage. Okay, it is almost down on the ground, so she's gonna just do it again on it. 18, that hits. Clearly, it's gonna.
Oh man. Okay. Potion of Fire Breath works a little weird, but it's both good and bad. But it'll get the job done actually for exactly what we need.
Actually, yeah, I'm actually gonna carry their health into the negatives, and then they'll just regenerate up.
Yeah.
Or... Although, didn't we always say something like if you're in negative health and you get healed, you start the healing at 0?
Yeah. So they would
Okay,
regen.
so they
from
would just
0.
be at 0. Okay, yeah, we'll just set it to 0. Okay, and she's going to... I mean, she's within range of everything, so she's fine where she is. I guess she'll just go up 30 more feet in the air. Gizmo, it is your turn.
Are you gonna hold me at the fact that the distance between me and him is 26.9?
No, you can make it.
Well, the thing is, you have to move. You only have to move to. Yeah.
Yeah,
to-
right there. Yeah, so that's 22 feet. What does Gizmo, the breaker of arms, do? Hit. Do you do your bonus? Okay, so the one gets re-rolled.
Yeah, and I do that.
So +3, so 7, 9, 14. It's the crack of thunder and lightning! It is now barely injured. So you have your bonus action. Do you actually not have any spell slots?
I only have first level.
Okay. I was gonna say if you could do spiritual, but I think that's second level.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could Shield of Faith myself, but I don't know if it's worth it. Not gonna worry about it.
Okay. Zoldyck?
All right. Let's see. The one is on the. Is the one on the ground?
None of them are on the ground currently.
Okay.
Green
So
was prone, and then it stood up and used the rest of its move to charge you.
Okay. Let's see. So Zoldyck is going to use his interact with an object to.
Oh, sorry. Technically, Blue is prone, but he's like unconscious and prone.
Yeah. So Zoldyck then is going to. Let's see. If he's unconscious and prone, Zoldyck is going to use his interact with an object to drink the potion of fire breath.
Okay.
And he can, as a bonus action, he can exhale fire at a single target within 30 feet. DC, there's a dexterity saving throw, DC 13, and it's 4d6 fire damage and half on the successful
Okay,
save.
it automatically fails, so
Okay.
you do just straight damage to it.
Yeah. So, and I can use this up to 3 times or when 1 hour has passed. So.
Okay.
I will
So you-
start though by targeting the troll in front of me.
The
with
green one?
Yeah, because it's a
Okay.
bonus action to use the fire. So.
Okay.
I'll start by just
So you're like basically swift action was
well, yeah, drink the potion. That's just interact with an object. That's just
okay.
and then I still have the bonus and the standard. So
Correct.
actually, let me just use the exhale on the troll on the ground first, because that's something where I can only do it once per turn.
Okay.
So it takes that much fire damage.
Okay, as you breathe fire on it, you see that it just kind of like crisps up in ashes and no longer is like breathing unconscious on the ground.
So it's disintegrated.
So then I will.
Well, so it doesn't completely disintegrate, but it's no longer like breathing.
Woo.
So you imagine it's
Yeah.
dead. It's
think
certainly
I will
not as
just-
dead as Gizmo made the first troll. remember
let's
that,
see, I
Tim?
may want to use a
Not
superiority die.
entirely.
You did inflict wounds on the troll and killed
Oh
it.
yeah,
turned it into-
yeah. It
all
crumbled
that was left
away.
was yeah, all that was left was like a bone. like. Okay, so the 27 hits.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with that and just leave it 7.
Okay.
Ugh, terrible roll there, but whatever.
Yep. So green is near death.
Yeah, I figured it's gonna regenerate, so it's probably better to just let it, let somebody else get another attack on it, and that'll take care of it. Like Nira, maybe.
Mhm. Okay, so Nira's turn.
Okay, she is going to. Now, I believe she gets sneak attack if an ally is adjacent and she's within 30 feet.
Yeah, it's just as long as an ally is adjacent, yes. And she
Yeah.
doesn't have disadvantage on the attack, which she does
Right.
clearly.
So she will fire with her crossbow, and this is a sneak attack.
Okay.
She'll fire at green.
Okay.
I
A
missed.
12 does not hit.
Right. No problem. That's she'll stay where she's at.
Okay. Okay, so this troll. This troll is going to attempt to break out. And if it doesn't, it's good. Okay, so it does actually break free. And it is going to move out. So that is 10 of its feet movement. And it only gets about this far. Okay, so now it is the Shield Guardian's turn. Shield Guardian is going to come over here and punch Red. God, I have so many character sheets open.
Whose fault's that?
Yeah, I remember when I was DM and had all
Yeah.
these character sheets.
You're like, come on. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it attacks twice, doesn't it?
Yes.
Shield Guardian, yeah. Damn, you
Okay, so-
crit?
So the first one hit, and it's a crit, and he does actually have the thing rolling. Crit. Oh wait, no. So it's just another +4, so 25 damage. I should actually check. I'm pretty sure they're not resistant to anything. Yeah, they're okay. Thank God, that would have been bad to have to back calculate.
Yeah, I just looked up Great Weapon Master. When you score a critical hit with a melee weapon or reduce a creature to 0 hit points, you can make one melee attack as a bonus action. Now, I already get the bonus action with the blunt end of my weapon, but that's a d4. So, if I scored a critical hit or reduced a creature to 0, I could use the d10. So that's
Yeah,
margin-
exactly.
It's not quite as good as just going from no bonus action to a free bonus action attack. But
Yeah, and
it's still
additionally,
useful.
and I'm playing with the cleave damage, so that if you kill somebody in melee combat, you get to roll an attack roll again, and the remaining damage left over is the damage of your attack,
Okay.
kind of thing. Okay, so now it is her turn. She is going to take a shot on Sir Green. Lands it. 11, which is just enough to knock it down. So she's going to transfer Hunter's Mark to Red. This one is prone.
All of the prone monsters.
I'm pretty sure Rain was using this thing for flying, that little angel wings.
Yeah.
Okay, so for this one, she's going to try for the mega hit. Come on, and she doesn't land it. Come on. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, that's one of those. That feat's really nice.
Yeah, I wanted to
Because-
hit.
Because when you hit, you do a lot of damage, but you get a lot of misses, so it still ends up being more powerful. Because I think you have the the ranged weapon
Mhm.
style. So that's really helpful.
Okay, so she's going to back up to here. And that is her turn. Okay, so now Green. Green, breathing with new vigor and life, stands up and stares at Zoldak the Proud.
Bring
And it bites you and claws you twice. Or at least attempts to. Bite, claw, claw.
Attempts were a good word because it failed.
Attempts were made. You get the gold star. An attempt was made. Red is going to attack Gizmo with the same flurry. Oh, actually, they have minus 1d6 as well, so this is even worse.
Oh, I just realized we can't see the shield guardian's health. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but
Oh, that might have been whenever I made. Yeah, that couldn't see it. It's cute.
there we go. Yeah.
It's at full health, yeah. What am I doing here?
Attacking me.
Attacking you. This one doesn't have the synaptic thing. Oh, this one actually wasn't hit by it. It doesn't have the skull on. So
Right,
it doesn't
yeah,
have the
it
minus
wasn't
6. 20, 27, and a fail. Okay, so let me roll the fail first. Oh my god. Okay, so the last time it does actually hit itself. So, Tim, what is your AC?
17.
Okay. So this is the bite. Wait, sorry.
One of those was that a crit?
The second attack was a crit. 6 plus 4. Okay, so this much piercing damage, 7 piercing. This is the crit. That much slashing. And now it's gonna hit itself. Great. And congratulations, it just bloodied itself and injured itself.
Wait, so I'm taking 7 with 24?
Yeah, so you took 31 damage total.
I have 39 health.
And now it is Rain's turn. She is going to Eldritch Blast and back off the red one. Pretty sure both she's just gonna launch.
Crit.
Okay,
Nice.
so plus 5. So 25 damage and 10 damage, and knocks it back 20 feet. Oh wait, sorry, I have to do that from her position. So back there. Boing. And it took, what, 30? It is near death. Gizmo, it is your turn. Red is near death, green is near death, and the big one is barely injured. Chase it down! 16 hits. Okay, so lightning damage is maximized.
Did a 1.
And that is maximized as well. So you just did 9, 17 damage.
A lot more damage than I probably should have.
So it drops down to the ground. And, she's going to...
Oh, I forgot about my getting hit damage. Shit.
She's going to transfer the mark to the big guy. Since this one fell.
I did not forget that the next time I get smacked.
The big guy is where she needs to unload some damage. Okay, so you have your bonus action, and I think a little bit of move. Yeah, you have 7 feet of movement left. So basically 1 square. Do you want to try anything else on your turn?
Hold on.
Okay. Oh, also you could have used your reaction thing, but I mean it's already down on the ground now, but whenever you got hit, you could have did that lightning damage thing.
I thought Cure Wounds was a bonus action, wasn't it?
That's a healing word.
Oh. Which I don't have. As a bonus action, I'm going to Shield of Faith.
Or
my-
don't you have mass healing word? Well, that's a high level. I think you already used that.
That's a
too.
3rd level one I have done.
Yeah.
I'm going
If you have any potions, you could drink them.
to use Shield of Faith.
Okay.
Gives me 2 extra AC.
Okay. That'll be good with the big boy coming up.
So I sit at 19 now for my AC.
Is there? Where's like a little shield? Oh. Okay, Zoldak, it is your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna start by attacking the guy in front of me since he regenerated a bit.
Okay.
We'll see if that drops him.
17 hits. He is now down.
Okay. I think I have to do the attack action all at once, so I can. I'll just the second attack won't do anything. That's okay. I'll use my bonus action to fire breath him.
Green.
Yes.
Okay.
12 damage.
Bleh.
And I have one more use of that, so we'll still need a way to down the 2-headed troll with fire or acid. And I don't think Zoldak has any way to do that coverage. Rain might with some of her cantrips. I don't know what spells she has.
I think I have a bottle
Oh,
of Alchemist Fire, but I don't think you can use it as an
No, Rain
attack.
has a racial ability where she can attack with fire, I believe.
Oh, she has create bonfire as a cantrip.
Or we could have just used that.
Yeah.
Instead of downing the potion. That's okay. When else
That's-
were we
yeah.
gonna use it?
Yeah.
attack with a campfire.
Yeah. The ranger will like that. Haha! You should go camping.
Drinking
Only
the
you
potion.
can prevent forest fires. So do you want to move on your turn?
Yeah, I'll move. I'm gonna position myself. Let's see how far I can move. I haven't used my bonus action. I guess I'll go right there. Right next to Gizmo.
Bismo. Nira's turn.
Nira is going to.
You can check her inventory, but there's a chance that she has. I mean, we already know that Rain can cast the bonfire, but she might. Yeah, she has flasks of oil, tinderbox.
Yeah.
She
I have a
has the
tinderbox
candle.
too, but I ain't trying to run up to the big troll and try to set him on fire.
I think we'll just use Rain's cantrip.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
That,
I think Brandon will appreciate killing a monster with a campfire.
Yeah, so let's see. Nira will. How far is she? 30. She will move. She'll move to here by this tree.
Okay.
And she will then fire her crossbow. At the big 2-headed troll.
Okay.
1 second. Alright, crossbow. No sneak attack.
A 15 just hits.
Oh. 8 damage.
Bleh. Okay. It is now its turn. as it walks here.
Ooh. It moves within range and provokes an attack of opportunity.
Correct.
So let's see what we got. Alright, I'm going to definitely use a maneuver here. And I'm going to use menacing attack. So let me roll damage first.
Okay.
So 11 damage. Not too spectacular, but
Okay.
okay.
It is.
And it has to make a wisdom save, or it's frightened of me until the end of my next, or end of its next turn. Until end of next turn. Yeah. That. Okay. Yeah.
so,
That's
so basically, it's current turn. Like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so it fails. So
Yeah,
that
so-
would have technically happened 15 feet away from.
Right. So it has disadvantage on all attack rolls and checks, and can't move towards me.
Okay. So it is going to just move down here, and it cannot get in the range of hitting anybody. So
Averted. Crisis averted.
For the time being.
Oh, Gizmo will get an opportunity attack as it walked by.
yes, yep. So Gizmo, you can yep.
Nope.
12 does not. Shield Guardian is going to put itself between it and Nira and punch. Both hit. 23. Whoops. Just totally screwed up its health. I hit =3 instead of -3. You do not want to know what happens. Okay, that is its turn. Okay, so now that she has it marked and everything, she is going to blast this thing. She is going to... Yeah, she's going for pure, unadulterated damage. Okay, so only one hits. Does 24, and she gets Colossus and Hunter's. So 31 damage. It's okay. And then she is going to dash as a bonus action.
My internet cut out there for a second, or
Okay.
so.
She's just gonna move over here. Okay, so now it is the troll's turn. Red gets up, stands, and who's the one that downed it? Gizmo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is Matt. So it is going to attack you. Bite, claw, claw.
Only one of them.
Only one hit. Shield. Plus. Crap. Why do I gotta keep looking this up? +4. That much slashing damage. The other two trolls are dead, so now it is Rain's turn. And she will cast Create Bonfire on Red, who did not move strategically. Cast at what level? 1?
At
Create
higher
bonfire.
levels.
Does that even cast at higher levels?
Any creature in the bonfire. Yeah, I don't really. Oh, no, yeah, it says at higher level, I guess.
It looks like it's.
Oh,
like
wait,
the
no, it's a
same-
cantrip. I don't know why that's set up to be cast at higher levels.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like it's almost like the same text. Just
Oh, it
copied.
is the same text. Let me get rid of that. Maybe that's why it asked. It's like, what? It's like, but there's text here.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so it must make a dexterity saving throw. So they have
Oh, that's
plus
one of the
to
down.
dex. Yeah, I mean it's a cantrip. I'm pretty sure they're either like to hit rolls or whatever.
It's no-
13 versus 7, so it fails anyway and takes 1d8 fire damage. 5 is near death. And it does not like the fire at all. She is going to... Oh, so that had a range of 60 feet, so I guess she would have moved up a little bit closer to cast that. Or, well, I mean, she's within range, but she's in the air too, so... Pythagoras. Yep. Gizmo. Hit. Damn, that was probably almost a crit. Yeah, that was a 19. As you swing the Malio Nimbus and this thing is standing on the bonfire, you notice that it doesn't seem to be regenerating anymore after taking the fire damage, so you completely just explode this thing's skull and it falls over into the...
Woohoo!
Dead. So now the trolls are no longer in turn order. And you have a bonus and move action.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'll move there.
Yeah, just so I can get in.
Zoldak.
I am right there. Yep.
Crit and make him regret his existence.
Yep, that's the plan. Alright, let's see what the first attack yields.
Eh.
Wait, 25. I'll just do that. I'll just let that one go. I assume that hits.
Yeah, 25 hits, but just roll a plain d20 for that one.
Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me.
No, okay, nothing happens.
God.
And then blunt.
Kills Gizmo for 29 damage. No!
Alright, I will do a superiority die on that one though.
The blunt end.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that is going to be a distracting strike. So next attack by an ally has advantage.
Okay. So glaive damage and blunt end damage.
There's a 10.
Yep. So 26.
Okay.
Alright, well, we go back around again. I'm gonna go AFK here
Okay.
for a minute.
Nira.
Yeah, so she is going to move around this way to get a better.
Yeah, I was gonna say I am playing with kind of like line of sight and like.
Yeah, that bush is
Yeah,
or
that kind
tree
of
is
stuff.
definitely in the way. So she has advantage on this attack. She has
Okay.
a crossbow and it is a sneak attack, so hopefully
Yep.
she crits and it's massive damage.
Boom.
No,
Okay,
just a
20
hit though. That's
25 definitely hits though.
and it is sneak attack. So... Oh, 20.
Ooh,
Good
go
rolls.
Nira. That's like, yeah, that was almost max. Yeah, that's almost max damage.
Yeah. 4
So
shots.
now it is its turn.
I should have.
It is
menacing
going
attacked it
to.
again.
It is going to attack.
Come on. Hit me. Come on. There you go.
Okay, so it is going to bite twice and claw twice
At the shield guardian.
at the shield guardian. Yep, all attacks. So they all have the same to hit. And the shield guardian has 17 AC, so 3. So one of the bites hits and 2 of the claw or the clubs hit. Okay, so this is. I'm just gonna roll all their damage.
One massive.
35 damage to the shield. So one thing that everybody notices is that even though this thing is bigger and blue and all that kind of stuff, it doesn't seem particularly strong. but it does seem like very healthy.
High constitution modifier.
Now it is the Shield Guardian's turn. Do you remember how much it regenerates?
I think it's.
Actually,
I want to say 10, but that seems
10.
really.
No, it is. Yeah, 10 if it
Still
has
not
at least-
dead?
The two-headed troll.
How's it not dead?
Well, the thing is, it regenerates every turn,
Son of a bitch.
and it's probably like one of those like high hit point type creatures.
You mean one of those things where it's gonna have a cousin that comes out of one of these bushes in the next
Yeah,
10
it's
minutes
even-
because of the DM?
It's even bigger.
He took steroids this morning.
even trollier.
Even trollier.
Now
Instead of wielding
there's a
clubs,
cartoon.
yeah. Instead of wielding clubs, he's wielding other trolls that are wielding clubs.
He wields men that are using swords trying to murder him.
Yeah, right. He hits you with plate mail people, like, haha. Okay, so now it
Even
is
trollier, I like that. That's like a cartoon villain right there.
right. That's the Nappa from
Yeah.
Abridged.
Yeah.
Look, Vegeta.
I'm even trollier.
Yeah, right.
It sounds like something he'd say.
Yeah. Look at their plate mail. Okay, so she's going full damage again because she wants to.
1d12 bludgeoning, and they're even an improvised weapon, Vegeta.
Yeah. Yeah. Vegeta. 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 What?
Hi.
Yeah.
I got a critic.
Yeah. Okay, so she actually misses both attacks. Let's see if she
That-
could do anything else on her turn.
That -5 hurts. Well, it's only -3 then, technically.
Yeah.
The
Okay,
relevels of
she's-
Battlemaster would actually be pretty nice for that, because then you could get a few maneuvers, like or take the feat, take the 1 feat that lets you get some maneuvers and just get precision shot. That'd be really good for
Knowing that some people are. Oh wait, no. Actually, what's the range
Sharp.
on this?
for sharpshooter ranger. That could work. Although then again, it's only like 1 attack per short rest, so it's probably not worth it.
Okay, she's going to grab.
She's gonna crap? That'd be kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, she's gonna crap. Okay. So she's going to kist.
She's so angry about her missed attack, she took a critical shit.
Okay, so she's casting Healing Spirit. So she
that a new
creates. Yeah, it's from the Xanathars. So she creates like a little fey creature that kind of hovers on Gizmo's shoulder and touches Gizmo and heals you for 1d6.
That's a nifty little spell.
So Gizmo, you are healed for 6.
That isn't weird or anything.
Did you add it?
I'm adding it right now.
I was like, I didn't see it.
And
for
it
long.
does not require concentration.
So one thing, and I mean, I'll leave this up to interpretation, but it says whenever you or a creature you see moves into the spirit space for the first time on a turn, and additionally it says as a bonus action on your turn you can move it up to 30 feet. I'm pretty sure that means that I can move it through multiple people's squares and heal them for 1d6. That's how I'm interpreting.
Or a creature you can see moves into the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. Yeah, that's how I would read.
Yeah,
You could
I mean-
essentially move it through a straight line and
Exactly. Like,
have it
so-
just wave heal people.
yeah, I know. So it just like flies by and it's like magical pixie healing dust. I mean, like the heal is really low, but
But when you can chain
exactly.
some heals and get some you know, if on your turn everybody heals 1d6, or you get like 4 people in that, and then on each of their turns they move through it.
Yeah, right. Like everybody, like go through the pixie shower. It's like a compliment to the infinite orc machine for experience.
Yeah, the
But
infinite
for
orc.
healing, look, Vegeta. So now it is.
Now there's a
Rain's
wish.
turn.
Just every time I take damage, I get
Yeah.
healed.
Yeah. Right. I get healed for an equal amount before the damage occurs. But what if you
Bypassing
take
my
max
hit
health?
point cap.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Like all healing becomes temp hit points permanently stackable.
Permanently stackable.
Yeah. Okay, so Rain's turn. She's going. She doesn't have like any spells left. I don't really know how he's keeping track of his spells. Like,
I
to
think
me,
he
it
only
looks-
gets like 2 per.
Oh,
so it's
yes.
Probably one of those things where it's like he doesn't really need to.
Yeah.
And then he has a few one-offs.
No, because
that
I think he
wants-
keeps like the kind of like how we have for my channel Divinity and stuff. I think he keeps it
Oh,
like I think he keeps them
yes.
like
Oh
that.
yeah, resource.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, he has so many spell slots. Oh, so he actually just used his last spell slot to. Or wait, no, he hasn't cast anything yet, has he? No.
He would no range.
Oh, Synaptic Static. He casted that. Okay.
That
So
and
he has
Eldritch
one
Blast.
Well, yeah, those are cantrips, so they don't count. Well, and then he also has Burns Book, and he has that other thing, the focus thing.
Oh yeah, you can pull a spell from that.
I think he's going to Eldritch, or whatever you call it, Witch Bolt this thing.
That's not a bad idea. Witch Bolt does a lot of no text.
Oh crap, I got
But
it.
it does
yeah.
a lot of damage on the first hit because it's a.
Okay,
Scale thing.
Witch Bolt initial, and a 21 does hit. Okay, excellent. 25 lightning damage.
Witch Bolt at a higher level for free is quite nice.
Yeah.
Just for being
I'm pretty sure Witch Bolt was in the book, so I'll just say that the book. Oh wait,
Who
actually,
just
he is.
blew the load?
So Rain casts Witch Bolt on Big Boy,
Okay.
and that is the only one that is alive currently.
Yeah, I was checking occasionally, and it's kind of been this way for a while, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she can move. I just had her cast Witch Bolt, so let me put on like some kind of lightning bolt onto him. So I
Any-
guess as long as you're within 30 feet.
Anything else memorable happen?
I utterly destroyed the red troll.
Nice.
I like
No,
the purple
she's-
and green Witch Bolt.
She's actually 60 feet in the air, so I would say that she would have to be a little bit closer just to reach him. Probably like there.
Oh, okay, you flew
Well,
her up
prob-
more.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she just comes down a little bit or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gizmo's turn.
Gizmo moves here.
Oh, and Gizmo has Shield of Faith on him. That's why he has that little holy guy.
Okay, cool.
A 20 hits.
Oh yeah, and we killed the
Aw.
troll with your campfire.
Oh, there's a 1.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
probably
really?
the most memorable thing, yeah.
The create bonfire, like yes.
Yeah, it actually
Because you know
killed.
trolls, you got to do fire damage. Soldak did drink the potion of fire breath.
So he actually has one more use left of that.
Okay, cool.
I
job,
can use
guys.
that to take down this guy as a bonus action.
One thing is that that everybody noticed, or at least potentially only Gizmo and Soldak, is that whenever you do fire damage to it, it looks like its regeneration stops. So I mean, that's how you kill it, but also you think that that would, you know, stop it from a round, like from its next generation.
Okay. At that extent too, I could ram my head into it at full force and damage myself as if it hit me, and then just hellish rebuke it.
Okay, so Gizmo, you did 17 damage to it. It is injured, but not quite bloodied.
Gizmo's turn.
Okay. Zoldak, it is your turn.
Alright, let's see. I will-
Additionally, Nira did 20 damage on one of her turns, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Ooh, dang. Go Nira.
nice high roll there. Let's see where the first attack goes. Okay, that's what I was
Oh.
hoping to see.
Okay.
Let's
This is
see. let's-
officially January 25th.
I will throw a superiority die on that.
You
Okay.
fucking
And
better.
I'll make it a distracting strike, I guess.
Okay.
So let me just
How-
roll the other attacks.
Right.
How long was it stuck in the F-arts?
It actually broke out on its first turn.
Oh damn. Oh, fucking the two of them
Yep.
in a row.
Yeah.
You and fucking.
And now it is January 20th for the next week.
Yeah. It is now 1 minute later, still January 25.
Oh well. I was hoping for a third crit. That'd
Yeah.
be crazy.
Yeah.
Stop getting greedy.
That would be
Yeah,
the
I'll-
triplet crit.
The 1 out of 8,000 chance.
Yeah, and I'll,
But I'm
I'll
pretty
throw
sure-
a menacing attack on that too, because just to really put on the pain train on this. So
CJ, you remember our level 20
yeah,
one shot that was like however many hours long, like 14 hours of D&D?
yeah.
And didn't Josiah make a roll that was he needed to roll 320s and he did? Like, didn't somebody roll 320s or something? It was
Somebody
versus
did.
you two.
I don't know who
Yeah.
it was, but
Yep.
somebody did. Alright,
Eh.
that is the base damage, and then I'm going to roll.
Bracelet.
There was a
Yes,
lot of
I'm gonna roll
autistic screeching
40.
that day.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll
Autism.
4d10. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. 4d10 for the superiority die, an extra 2d10 for the bracelet,
Actually.
and then an extra 12 because of the base damage. So all that put together.
Oh my god.
Actually, I should have waited. I should have used the fire breath that to see if I down it.
Wait.
Actually, don't count the don't count that blunt end damage. I might bonus. I might fire.
Wait, how? How are you rolling 40? Oh, 2 crits.
Yeah, that should have been 2d10 for superiority die, but it gets doubled. So it's 4d10, and then it's
Wait.
2d10 for the bracelet.
Okay, so the 2d10 is the bracelet. The 12 makes up for the modifiers on the 2 crits.
Yep. So don't throw in that 7 bludgeoning from the blunt end yet. I want to see if this downs it, because if it downs
So
it,
I have a question. Where does the 4d10 come from?
that's maneuver die.
Oh, okay.
And I used 2 of them.
Oh, okay.
It
Okay, that's where I'm
doubles.
getting confused.
Yeah. So I used distracting strike, so next ally has advantage on attack, and I'm using menacing attack. But if it drops, then don't bother rolling.
Did you add the bracelet damage though? So
That's
add
the
two.
2d10, yeah.
So that is
Okay.
a total of 57, 59, 60, 75 damage.
15,
Jesus
He just
Christ.
blows his load all over him,
16.
looks back at Holly, and it's like, what do you got?
27, 29, 36. I am counting 82 damage.
Don't throw the 7 bludgeoning on there yet.
So 75. Yep.
Yeah, because if it drops, I'm gonna just fire attack it.
So after sustaining 75 damage, it is now badly injured and bloodied, but
Okay.
not near death.
Okay, so then I'll just throw that 7 damage from the blunt end attack on there.
As well.
Yeah.
Same story. So did you do the it's feared of you or something?
Yeah, so it will have to make a wisdom save. 17.
Have you been doing that thing's intelligence saves every round?
No.
So it gets minus 1d6 to saves. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or
No, it doesn't get it to
attack
save.
and ability checks, and then the only saves is con and something. I can link
Yeah,
it.
concentration. So
Oh,
no,
it's a-
there is no
yeah.
saving throw penalty.
Okay.
Just the wisdoms.
Okay, this is its wisdom save. And it rolls a goddamn 0.
That takes some. Okay,
Okay, let me roll just 2 rounds of intelligence saves. Okay, neither of them broke.
Okay, so it is now feared of me. So
okay.
disadvantage on attack rolls and
Okay.
ability checks. And
What freaking
not
thing that I have? Oh, the guy screaming. Yes.
until my next turn.
Okay.
So then let's see. Nira goes. That's it for me, by the way.
Okay. Nira now goes.
And she has advantage on this attack, and will shoot with the
Correct.
crossbow.
Man, I
and
wish I
get
had
sneak
advantage.
attack.
18 does hit.
She does 15.
Oh. Just 3. Okay. It is now its turn. So, does it? I think it makes the intelligence saves at the end of its turn, right? Probably.
Let me.
Yeah, because you're guaranteed at least one turn where it fails.
At the end of each of its turns, yep. Okay, so it is going to the left side of it is going to attack the Gizmo, and the right side of it's going to attack the Shield Guardian.
And it has disadvantage because it's afraid of me.
Yeah, it's gonna do it.
After so much damage, after such a brutal attack.
Yeah, fuck that little guy.
This is like, I feel like I'm coding right now.
Have you guys been
2d20,
healing the
keep
Shield
lowest 1,
Guardian?
plus 7, minus 1d6. Yes, I have. It just took damage for the first time last round, so
Okay.
it took, I think, 30 and healed 10, or
Okay.
40 and healed 10 or something.
Okay. Whatever.
Okay,
Yeah, just
so-
asking.
This is Gizmo, Claw, Gizmo, Club,
That's supposed to fail.
both miss. Shield Guardian, Claws, Club.
Now
Okay,
it's a
so-
hit.
Oh, an
Club
actual,
action. Oh
that's
my.
a pretty good attack considering all the penalties it has.
Yeah. Heck. It's probably because the d6 was a little bit lower.
Yeah.
Okay, not that this even does that much damage. He's just gonna heal this back. Bludgeoning. Oh, I forgot, and it has to. Okay, so it is now. Well, yeah, it's still injured, but I guess it's no longer badly injured. Shield Guardian's turn.
So he heals 10.
Okay.
And he's gonna give him the Mike Tyson experience.
Well, you
One
missed
hit.
it. Jordan had the Shield Guardian crit on his one attack too.
Nice.
Yeah. Machino punch. 18 bludgeoning. Okay, now it's her turn. Okay, so she keeps missing with the other thing, so she's gonna get her damage out. She's gonna.
She's
So
gonna
actually, first
she's gonna crit
she's
now.
gonna move. She's gonna move her little hit thing. Can the Shield Guardian get healed by spells, or is it because it's a construct it can't?
Didn't say in the
I would
entry.
say it would say if it would or not.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna have her move the healing spirit to go heal Gizmo, Zoldak, and Shield Guardian. So this is Gizmo, Zoldak, Shield Guardian.
Oh yes.
1 hit point. Hey.
1 hit point to the Shield Guardian.
Hey, I'm glad the one guy that went from 117 to 118 got that 1 hit point.
Yeah. Yeah, the one that is his current HP is more than everybody in the party. It's maximums. Okay, so now she's just gonna do her regular attacks. She's not gonna do the extra damage on these ones because she wants to hit. Okay.
Of course, if you would have done the extra damage.
Okay, so she also gets Colossus Slayer twice and Hunter's Mark. I think Hunter's Mark only applies once per round.
Actually, Colossus Slayer, I believe, is only. I think it's the other way around.
Oh, yes.
That was
is
the
only
other
once per
fiddly
turn.
bit about Colossus Slayer. It's
Okay,
like it's not
let me
technically.
read Hunter's Mark. Well, let me just paste it. Oh.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so it's the opposite. All right.
it's probably the same damage either. No, one's 1d8, one's 1d6.
Yeah, so Hunter's Mark rolls twice and we'll ignore the second Colossus, so 11, 15
It's the
extra.
same, literal same effect.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the one thing about Colossus Slayer that seemed weird to me is Paladins
41
get
damage.
an ability later where they just do an extra 1d8 damage to the first attack every round or every turn or whatever. But like Colossus Slayer is basically the same thing. It's just if it's not injured yet. So
She's then also going to
a
move
little weird, but
here.
What do we have an idea of this thing's metagame question to everybody else watching? Do we have any ideas of like this thing's dexterity and AC? Like,
it's not
um,
very wise and not very intelligent.
Yeah.
Strength it broke out of Avard's tentacles pretty easily, so I think its strength scores are pretty
Yeah, you think intelligence and wisdom are low and strength is high, but you don't have a bearing on the other ones. You do also know that its constitution is high because this thing has taken so much damage. You imagine this thing has probably taken, surprisingly, almost as much damage as the Titanoboa by this point.
okay.
It's healed a lot of that back
Yeah.
up, though.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna start by doing the Witch Bolt dot damage.
Okay. I think that's just a bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay, 7 lightning.
Yeah, and basically, do you guys think that I should do the bonfire to try to turn off its healing? Or should I do a chill touch?
I mean, chill touch stops it too, right?
Yeah.
I think Chill Touch it can't do any sort of healing.
No, I just rolled chill touch. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Chill Touch is
25
better
hits.
because Create Bonfire, if it makes a dex save, it takes no damage. So with Chill Touch, you're at least.
Why can't I? Yeah. So it takes 4 damage, but for some reason it didn't link it the way I wanted it to as well.
Yeah, I got it right here.
That is such a nice cantrip.
Until the start of your next turn, okay. Yeah, so basically it's next turn it won't regen.
Yep.
That is such a nice ability. That's how our group dealt with Strahd.
I had it for Strahd, but we didn't need it because of Bartleby.
Yeah, because they didn't have all of their items were in the castle, but they were like deep in the castle, not even like readily available. So it's like they didn't have the Sun Sword for the whole campaign, which was kind of lame.
Yeah, it's like such a cool item. Like
Gizmo.
But that's how they got around his healing, and that's pretty much one of the main reasons they actually succeeded, because it cut his hit point pool so much.
yeah.
So its constitution save is actually the best.
Ooh. Well, it
So,
takes
half-
half and it's not pushed.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So it takes 7.
At least this
7
lets
to Dunder.
Zoldak and everybody else get another round of unloading in, and it can't heal it.
Yeah. Well, my unloading is basically done because I spent all my superior.
Wait, is it being feared? Does that give it disadvantage on saving throws?
No, just attacks. and
attack rolls?
checks.
Okay.
For ability checks.
Right.
Zodak's turn. Make it pay.
Sack.
So I'm gonna
What?
attack twice.
Well, there it is.
Unfortunately, I can't throw superior at it, but hey, we'll see what I get. 20, 27, 29.
It's a lot of
plus another 6.
stupid
Yeah, it's like, when are you
damage.
gonna run out of freaking superiority dice?
Those are forever never ending.
I get them back at a short rest, so basically I just unload them.
I know we say it every time, but Zoldak is
Broken.
critting an unnatural amount of times, like as a
Oh,
character.
Zoldak
He's set up that way. That's why.
CJ, let me see your dice. I think you're using
Yeah.
loaded dice.
Well,
in
I
this
think
game.
Yeah.
So I think part of it is, well, one, I crit 10% of every attack, or 10% of the time. 'cause
I
it's
mean,
19.
even regardless of the banner, like
But the thing is, Zoldak throws more to the 20s than just about every other character. because May and Gizmo are casting spells, which is a saving throw for the enemy.
Oh, that's
a lot of
true.
times.
Yeah.
So a lot
Yeah,
of
but
times they're not even
I've crit a
rolled.
good bit with just like the Warhammer and Melee Nimbus already. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So
All
the
I
thing
hear
is,
is
like, I'm throwing 3
20s.
d20s every
Yeah,
turn,
that's true.
whereas they're doing maybe 1 or 2. I mean, Rain does 2 when she does her Eldritch Blast,
Eldritch
but
Blast, yeah.
they're averaging maybe 1 d20 a turn.
Yeah.
So it's like when you factor that in, it's like 1 in every 10 of my attacks is going to be a crit.
Yeah. It's like
So,
every
like,
night you do throw like 15 d20s or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
basically every 4th turn I should be getting a crit.
yeah.
All I hear are reasons why we shouldn't suspect your digital dice of being loaded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to hand them over.
Well,
Get-
you see, I have a sequencer in place.
we need to give it to the playing commission for their
Yeah.
for their
I think
digital
your
evidence
random
locker.
number generator is broken. Is hackable. I
Well,
hacked
good
it
thing
here,
the
but
good thing the government was down recently, or else we could do it right away.
Whatever god Zoldak prays to, I would have changed my patron to that god. Please.
Yeah.
That's the crit god.
Actually, worshipping the Morning Lord now and pursuing that. That's been put on hold a little bit because of all the poison stuff, but that's been on his mind a lot lately.
Me too, I'm a celestial paladin now. There's celestial
Yeah.
warlock.
And then there's the blunt.
Okay, me
Wait,
too,
that should be
thanks.
the blunt end.
Oh wait, sorry. How much damage did you do?
37. But,
The 22 does hit. Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled the glaive. The attack roll's the same, but I just rolled the blunt end for the damage. There's another 10.
I see 31, 41.
Don't forget the extra 6 from the base damage.
So 47.
Yeah.
It
And why not?
is near death.
I'm gonna.
It did.
Well, let's see. I'm gonna action surge just to
Okay.
Right. I'm puking!
Both of those hit.
So 24.
Okay, it is. I mean, it can't get any more closer to death than near death without actually just dying. So.
Well, at least it won't heal up this round, guys.
Yeah, we just gotta hit it with. Well, Nira will get an attack.
Yeah.
It'll just be normal. But
Well,
Right.
if it straight up dies though, does it not regenerate because of?
No, it'll still regenerate.
All right.
You gotta hit it with fire while it's. at
Hello,
0 hit points.
you-
All right. Well, I'll just bonfire it again.
There's 18 damage. Although unfortunately, it's gonna regen and get back up. So.
Yeah, 18 does drop it, so it is now prone. Hold on a second. Okay, so as it drops to 0, it goes down and completely falls and doesn't seem like it's regenerating. For this one, it specifically says, to be killed, the troll must be prevented from regenerating for at least 1 round while it has 0 hit points.
So
It
Basically-
would be its entire round because it lasts until Rain's first turns, or until the beginning of her turn. So
Oh, because
yeah,
it can't
she's-
heal.
Exactly.
Okay. Oh, so chill touch will actually kill them too.
Yeah.
When it is at.
Let me read normal trolls.
I would.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it says the troll dies only if it starts its turn with 0 hit points and doesn't regenerate. So
And it doesn't regenerate. so-
exactly.
Cool.
So Nero just got the DB.
High five.
Let's see. I think Zoldak is going. I'm going to use second wind for Zoldak. Now that combat is over.
Study time. Burning through the straw dice. I wanna know it all.
Max roll. Nice.
Dang.
She runs up and just like shoots an arrow through each of its heads. Yeah, just make sure.
Zoldak just kind of stretches out a little and says, "Yep, I remember back in my mercenary days, we fought several trolls. Learned the hard way the first time how you gotta deal with these. Good times, though."
I guess Rain, as she's like writing, would like look up from her book or whatever and be like, "Yeah, my patron showed me the way to that spell there with the ghost hand or whatever. Like my patron showed me that and how to use it to deal with vampires. I'd hoped it was the same."
Yeah, Zoldyck says, "Well, that's actually a new one to me because we actually didn't hit that one with fire, but your spell did it in."
Yeah, to my understanding, nothing should be able to be healed while being clung to by this ghostly hand.
You suck the life out of it.
Interesting.
Ollie comes over to where the trolls are originating and sees that there's that blue plant there, so she's just investigating it.
There's actually a blue plant.
Everybody gets 4,000 experience for the fight.
Holy
You
hell!
can't just make it 5.
That's right. That's an awful lot of experience for.
I know. How about we say fast forward back to town and we get 1,000 for quest experiences?
It's like somebody knows the plan.
Yeah. So,
Set
your
us up
quest-
to pick
quest
spells over
window
the weekend.
appears, complete quest.
Da 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 da.
Just putting that there. Sure.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, somewhere in the world, Hank just got a little stronger.
Yeah, somewhere.
Not Bartleby, Hank.
Yeah. Yes, that is killing somewhere.
Are we short of that experience? What, to level 11?
Yeah.
Correct. So, Rain investigating the trolls. You can go ahead and roll a some kind of check, and then
Could
whatever
I do,
check you want.
Could I do an Arcana and an Investigation?
Do it.
I'm gonna
Do
do
it.
both with advantage using 2 Strahd points.
Okay.
Wow.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Thank you, Strahd.
So,
Strahd appears out of the troll now and murders your face.
from
Dude.
Arcana, you realize that from what you've learned about trolls, you know that these ones are somehow a little bit tougher, probably just locally because these ones seem so fixated on eating all the nightshade in this area. So, normally trolls kind of have just like a pure grass greenish look to them, but these ones are obviously like duller, and the big one was just kind of that weird blue. Like, it wasn't glowing blue, it was actually just like that weird blue.
I guess.
So
shades.
kind of like, yeah, like the Hamlet troll region, like this region, they seem to be a little bit tougher just because of the diet that they
Right.
have. Additionally, you just know that the two-headed troll just happens to be a genetic, thing. Like that's certainly not normal, and you have never heard of a two-headed troll. So you may be the first one to be recording about it.
Yes, record all the things.
And the investigation,
New discovery.
you learn just purely about the regeneration effect is that they gain 10 HP every round, and that whenever they take, 1 second, take
They heal
acid
you have
or
a durability equal to a
yeah,
tough commoner.
if they take acid or fire damage, their regeneration turns off for 1 full turn.
Okay.
Actually,
So
6 seconds.
acid works as well.
Right.
So that is what your investigation gives you. So the Arcana gives you kind of like that local knowledge about the nightshade and that kind of stuff, and then the investigation is actual mechanics of the regeneration.
Cool. So, yep, write it up, sketch it up. I assume Shield Guardian's back at full.
Yeah. Additionally, the two-headed troll has a necklace on it.
On one of its necks or both.
It actually, you know that it is a necklace, but it has it around one of its wrists. So the magic on it, you assume was not functioning, but because it was so big, like to a normal sized person, it is a necklace. But to this thing, it was a bracelet. But because they weren't wearing it properly, they weren't affected.
All right, Rain will take it, fly to the cart wherever that is, and I guess if I'm gonna queue up actions, do like detect magic on it or identify on it.
Okay.
And when that is done, she's gonna ask in awakened mind to Holly if she can see the nightshade to write about it.
If she can what?
If she can just like see it to like sketch it, write about it, like what does it smell like? Like try to
Yeah,
be a botanist.
Right, yeah, I mean, she's just kind of like investigating it herself, so I mean, perhaps if you two would like talk later, she would be able to tell you what she knows about it.
Yeah, I mean we can do that now or later, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
When Zoldak sees Rain take the necklace, he says, "Oh, that reminds me. I pocketed some. I think I have a spell scroll in here and some potion. I'm not sure what they are, but maybe you could. I think there's a jug in here too. I don't know if that's magical. Probably not, but you might want to take a look at it."
Rain offers to inspect them all on the way back to camp, like
Yeah.
however that long that takes, like an hour or whatever.
Yeah, I
like,
mean, we're about some several hundred yards into the woods, and then we're like about 2 miles away from the town. So yeah, it's
Okay.
gonna take like about an hour or so, an hour and a
Okay.
half. back.
Yeah, she'll just on the way back she'll detect or identify everything, like regardless.
Yeah, it's plenty of time. Holly has gloves, so she can just kind of like handle it, and she has a dagger, and she just like cuts it off, like at the root, kind of like a little trowel, and pulls it up with its full roots, and just kind of places it carefully in her pack. She wraps it up a little bit with like some of the nearby plants and everything, just to kind of like isolate it, and puts it inside of her pack, and I mean, she's gonna say to you and Sylvan, like, yeah, we should head back. I don't think it's been too long for comprehend languages to still be on, but so she just kind of says something to you and then like walks over here.
Right, like all right.
Zoldak says, "So will that be enough? And how long will this? I don't know, whatever you plan to make with that, but however long will the antidote or whatever it is last?"
Speaking in Elven, she says that it should just take a few hours.
Okay. To make?
Yeah, but we're gonna need like a cauldron type thing. I need to boil this.
Jeru probably has one. or we
Our
can find
cauldron's
one
full
at
of
home.
soup.
But will it last? How long will it last? The effects of it? Just want to know so we know how long we can stay in this place.
They should last about like 8 hours, the effects.
Not much time to work with. But I think we can make do. We should probably save it for when we're going into the heart of whatever's causing this.
So, assuming that now that Holly has seen the way here, she can just roll, basically auto succeed for just ranger tracking on finding the way back to the road. So we dodge all the things. We don't need to roll for any of that, and we travel all the way back to Zahamlet.
So the only other thing I would say for Rain is if the identify didn't take that long, she would recast comprehend languages, ask about the nightshade, and record that in her journal as well.
Okay, do we want to meet up at the Jeru's hut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna move everybody over there.
What magical powers?
Okay, so say what you said again about comprehend languages.
Oh, so the second part of the journey after identify would have been to use comprehend languages again,
Okay, yeah, I mean you have plenty of time.
and just converse with Holly about the plant, and then record whatever she says. You don't even have to say it; just kind of like backgrounds. It's like travel theme stuff. Like, hey, what's that plant? Fades to music.
Yeah, right. Like, well, whenever I was a little girl. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically she just tells you that this specific plant in this area, usually, what Jero was using it for was, he was getting, I mean, whether she would know this or not, I'm just gonna say it. He was paying the Browmeister here. He had like a deal cut with, Oliver and the Browmeister here to make the purest alcohol that they could, like not with any flavoring or anything, just like basically scientific grade alcohol, so that he could make distillations and kind of like tinctures and stuff like that. And so basically, he was using these concoctions to kind of just make like sleeping potions and stuff for that, so that whenever he would work on animals or any of the nearby farmers like had troubles, he would use it to calm down their animals. So like in extremely low doses that he would kind of extract it to, that's what he was using it for. But in high doses, it's basically just like a pretty powerful poison.
Okay. Cool.
But she explains that the recipe she has, she's going to need this because it's kind of like the base common nearby poison that she's going to use for antitoxin, and she's going to use the water from the creek as well as kind of like the specific thing. So she just needed, it's kind of, whatever, it's like alchemy stuff.
Right. That again. That's like
of magic.
that's like a section. She's like, all right, to create some kind of anti-poison, you need some nightshade and some shit from this specific river over here.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. God.
Did I identify anything good?
So what? It would help if you would paste in the thing what you're identifying, because I forget it. You have the
Yeah, I
necklace, but I
have,
forget what CJ gave you.
It was this was loot we got from the village. I want to say it was from that one house that Rain. I think it was Rain. I think it was.
I think you got the jug from the
Um,
Titanoboa.
No, maybe. Yeah, you know what? I wonder if it was from the Titanoboa. Yeah, because I have 12 gems, 2 potions of healing, 2 potions of greater healing, a spell scroll, red potion, and a jug.
I think that was.
That was the Titanoboa.
Could you paste it in the chat?
Yeah.
Also, this is the necklace that you identified.
Ooh.
I assume that is a attunement item.
It is... Nope.
Nope.
I guess.
It's actually from the Dungeon Master's Guide, so it's like a standard item.
Okay.
It is like a golden chain, and then there's kind of like a little part that looks like an arm that's holding down to a ring, and the ring is going through kind of like a ruby that's shaped like a heart.
Okay. I guess Rain will just like toss that on then. Like, she'll be a little
Yeah,
selfish
I
with
mean,
that
just-
one.
Yeah.
If you say what it is, Zoldak would say he doesn't need it because he doesn't get sick very often. So.
Your tiefling disease is suppressed, and you're now a human. Wait.
Rain
Tail
remembers.
vanishes.
Yeah. You just hear, and your horns and tail go away. You're like, wait. Father.
That would be a fucking campaign twist. Is like, you're not a tiefling anymore. Like, what?
Yeah. Wait, I take it off.
And your god hates you.
Yeah.
Probably. I mean,
steps out of a portal and he's like, "What the fuck? We had a promise."
given her backstory, she would accept not being a tiefling anymore.
So, okay, so the rest, let's see here. The gems are not magical. The potion of healing and greater healing, you know the effect of. It is. Actually, I'm like right next to it. Okay, so regular healing is this much. And then the greater healing is that much. So whenever you drink them, that's how much they heal.
Alright, I'll make a note of that.
What's the jug?
Okay, so the real confusing thing will be the red potion because I kind of forget what that is, but the jug is a magical item called the alchemy jug. Right here. Has a somewhat long description. I am going to paste it and we will see just how completely ugly it looks.
Jesus.
Yeah, I was gonna say if that's a DMG thing, I'll just paste the page number.
Yeah, Dungeon Master's Guide 150 in the book. Yep, yeah, 150.
Okay.
EMG 150. But yeah, holds a gallon of liquid and weighs 12 pounds. You can use an action and name one
Pour the liquid
Oh,
out up to 2 gallons per minute.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah, and you can do that, and there's a chart in the actual thing that I guess you choose. Oh, so every day you can choose one of the types, and it has a maximum amount as well. I'm gonna paste that as well. Let's see absolutely how horrid that turns.
That's not bad.
Yeah, so it's like acid 8 ounces, oil 1 quart, basic poison half an ounce, vinegar 2 gallons, beer 4 gallons. There you go. That's kind of what Gizmo has. He has just a beer alchemy jug.
Yeah.
Honey, 1 gallon water,
Special variety.
2 gallons of mayonnaise. What the hell?
Man,
and a gallon
It's
of 2
actually,
gallons of wine.
specified in there.
Wait, is that 1 gallon of water, or is that?
It is 1
Yeah.
gallon of honey. The measurement is to the right of the word.
Okay, so
Of
that
what it
says
is.
water dot salt, 12 gallons in the thing.
So salt water is 12 gallons, and then above it is fresh water. That's 8 gallons.
Okay.
Like water, comma fresh, 8 gallons, and then water, comma salt.
Oh, I
12
see it.
Still, mayonnaise. You just need 2 gallons of mayonnaise. Right
Yeah.
now.
Yes!
I'm so hungry.
I just produced the first mayonnaise factory.
Yeah.
So Reynold,
Honey's a pretty interesting one too.
Yeah.
I guess that would be a conversation topic when we get back while she's working on her potion. Would be like, all right, guys. So this jug here.
Yeah. That's
can
kind
create
of
a
just like
bunch of
the
stuff.
cooking. Yeah. It's kind of just like our cooking jug.
It's like Rain's gonna be like, I don't know who, like, what we decide we want out of this thing, but like, I guess we'll just keep it on the cart. Like,
May could make a good berry honey schmooze.
Start
Do you guys
jarring
want
it,
some-
sell it to
do
people.
you guys want some mayonnaise?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just like talking it over. It's like, oh, so if we need water or wine or beer, we can get whatever we need to drink. Also good for if we want to need poison or acid. But if we want to use it for cooking, we could also get mayonnaise and just like, and then everybody's like, what?
Yeah, May's like, "Hey guys, you ready for another night of eating good berries on the road?" And you're like,
Hold-
"Just hand me the jug of mayonnaise."
Or my
Wait, how
personal
many
favorite.
gallons of mayonnaise can you do?
2 per day.
Okay, so somebody want to do this math for me? So I'm
For
gonna
what?
simplify it slightly. I'm gonna simplify it ever so slightly. So 1 tablespoon is 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise is roughly 100 calories.
And then isn't there? Oh,
So-
I mean, there's a hell of a lot of tablespoons in a gallon.
So the tablespoons in a gallon is this many. Or that's gallon. That's 1 tablespoon is how many gallons? I want.
Yeah, so just get 1 divided by that number, and that'll be how many times?
So figure out for me somebody who
Yeah,
wants to
I
do
got it.
this. I want 2 gallons of mayonnaise.
Yeah.
How many calories do we get out of that? How long can we survive?
20. Oh wait, out of 2 gallons, 51,000 calories.
And 2,000 calories a day.
Oh, that can't be a digested system.
I can't take it anymore.
2,000 calories a day, man. How many? Divided by
What do you mean?
2,000.
Oh, well, that's 25 days.
So no, we can feed 25 people a day out of this jar with just mayonnaise.
Jesus.
Forget vitamins and nutrients. Just get mayonnaise today.
So we could keep the whole party alive if we had to. It's like it's been 7 days. You guys haven't eaten. You're starving. We got mayonnaise. It'll do the job for now.
Jesus.
Pass
I
the
feel like you
knees.
eventually start taking penalties to your constitution for just
Yeah.
not properly
Yeah,
eating
people
it.
are just getting like
Our
sticks and
our,
twigs
our,
to
chole-
eat it
our
with.
cholesterol is too high, and we just start dying.
Yeah,
Look at this fibrous mayonnaise. Like eating it with a piece of bark.
your arteries and veins get like so thick that some wizard makes a cholesterol golem. Yes.
Oh,
Or
shit.
extract water elemental. That was a spell.
A cholesterol elemental.
A cholesterol elemental. Or just
On
a
a-
mayonnaise elemental. I mean, that would-
Cholesterol.
So, on a serious
on that
note,
note,
Rain will recommend that we use this for acid if we come across more ogres, and we need it, or probably just
not a
fresh
bad
water,
idea.
Right.
or just fresh water. Like,
Yeah, I
Very
guess we
useful.
would never need to have water skins then, because now we have this jug that's just like
Oh. Yeah, true.
liquid.
Make
so,
the shield guardian rusty.
so would anybody like to hold on to this, or should we leave it on the cart?
Basically,
leave it on
cart
the
it.
cart.
Honestly, why would somebody want to carry that?
It'll basically be our justification for being hydrated now.
Yeah. Yeah, we never have to worry about it. We have enough for everybody to have like a gallon
I'll
and a
keep
half
it
of
in the
water a
party
day.
loop, but just that it's listed there.
So after some time goes
We
by,
still have the scroll and the potion.
He's trying to forget the potion.
Yeah.
yeah, right. Don't remind me.
Just make it another alchemist fire and be done with it.
No,
Alchemist fire is not red.
there's. Well, I think it was orange, but hold on.
I pour myself in it and I accept my napalmy death.
I have a scroll of druid. You know what? We should probably give the scroll to someone who can actually use it, so it's on their person. Because the scrolls, Zoldak can't cast from them, and even if you can cast spells, you still have a fail chance if it's not on your spell list.
What spell is it?
I have 4 actually. Grease. So if somebody can cast Grease, they should just take it. Otherwise, it should go to Gizmo or Rain. And then I have Bless, Protection from Poison, and Spiritual Weapon.
I can use none of those.
Yeah, Grease is
Thank
a
you.
wizard move.
Yeah, Grease is Wizard.
Bless might be in the Warlock expanded list if you are a Celestial Warlock in Xanathar's, but it's not in mine.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bless
red
is
potion?
only a cleric paladin spell.
The red potion is a potion of fire resistance.
What's that, Jordan?
Potion of fire resistance.
Okay.
So anybody else take that one, please?
And then we have a Spell Scroll.
Yep, the spell scroll.
My Cloak of Warmth that protects me from cold damage and keeps me warm. Can I crank that up to like 200 because I have heat resistance and just always be really hot?
Cannot change the temperature.
I want to be really hot all the time.
Like, put it in a box and box just keeps getting hotter and hotter.
Yeah, bless and spiritual weapon I know are cleric or paladin. Protection from poison is probably ranger and maybe cleric. So Gizmo, do you want to take those and keep those in your inventory just so you have them?
Were they spell scrolls?
Yeah.
Man. When
In
we
a
level,
pinch, if you need a spell to cast, it'll give you that. But I don't think we have any other reason to save them. Hoard them. So I mean, I can give them to you when we need it.
Spiritual.
Here, I'll paste it in the chat, and then you can just copy.
Jordan, whenever we level up, I want to ask you some questions based on Burns' spellbook to make
So-
sure that I got that all right.
I'll
Okay.
remove that from the party loot. And Gizmo, you can take it.
Can't somebody else use the protection from poison?
No.
No.
I mean, you can use the spell on other people.
I even
just-
use that.
You can.
Like, is it in his spell list? I'm pretty sure. If not, we'll
Bless,
just give it.
protection from poison, and spiritual weapon. Yeah, clerics can cast those.
Protection from poison, rangers and druids can also use, but we don't have a druid anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
We have a ranger though.
If Holly wants to take it.
Yeah, I mean, if you give it to her. So that spell scroll, CJ, is a 4th level spell, and it's stone skin.
Stone skin. Okay.
Was there any other item left? No. Spell scroll, red potion, jug. And the gems are not magical. But Nira actually identifies the gems, and they are... Oh god, I gotta go look again.
I also
So
do
much
what?
looking up!
I choose not to call it an alchemy jug. I also choose to call it a mayonnaise jug. No matter what's in it, it's the mayonnaise jug.
The Naze jug.
Yeah, so Zoldak will give bless and spiritual weapon to Gizmo, and then protection from poison to Holly.
She can also use stone skin.
Holly can use stone skin.
Yeah, according
Really?
to
That's a ranger spell. Interesting.
druid, ranger, sorcerer, or wizard.
So
That's a new one because that was not a ranger spell before. So yeah, he'll give stone skin to.
Okay.
And then Grease. Nobody can really use Grease, so he'll just give it to Rain because she's the best. I think she and Gizmo would be the best like casters if it came to
The
Well, that
chance,
can't
yeah.
cast it.
Right.
So Nira actually identifies the gems, or I should say appraises them, since she has so much experience, and she values them at roughly 500 gold each.
Ew.
So 12 gems.
Alright, I got a note of that. Zoldak also offers up any of the potions to anybody who wants to hold on to them. I mean, he'll certainly hold on to them, but he figures, you know,
Worst
it's
comes to
not bad
worst.
for everybody to hold
Worst
on
comes
to
to
them.
worst, we like leave them in the cart and we pick them up before we go into like a dungeon or something.
Okay, yeah, I'll just leave it in the party loot then for now.
Rain reminds
Additionally,
everybody.
one thing,
Oh,
yeah,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, one thing that during all this travel and seeing the fight and everything, Nira and Zoldak, you both noticed that, Holly's bow. I mean, you guys kind of already saw the text, but that it is an enchanted elven bow, and you know that those are only given as like great gifts of like respect and everything from the elves. So that's kind of like, you know, like a trophy almost. Like, oh my god, like, whoa.
Yeah.
But just like both of your knowledge and history with elves, you
Yeah.
recognize that bow. That it's not just like, oh, it's got like some flowers on it, like, you know, that it's actually kind of like a symbol of respect and everything. But yeah, that's it. So Rain.
Rain reminds just everybody of like how much kind of money and like loot we have on us currently. Like, look how much stuff we've gathered. Like, you know, not saying that we should leave here, but just like we need to like unload this like stuff that we have. This is our like like living on the street, nature coming out. Like we gotta unload this and like buy stuff. Like
Yeah, after he notices the bow and just kind of makes a note of that. He says, "Yeah, as a group we have 2,600 gold approximately. Not to mention these gems, which are worth 500 apiece. So I mean that's 5,006 or not? Yeah, 5,000, 6,000.
Rain
Another.
calls to mind the platinum pieces we got from Strahd.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah,
he's like, oh
except the
yeah, I
only
do have
place
a,
we could sell is probably like a 4 or 5
I
day
must
like
have 100 platinum.
venture from here.
I have 89 because I was just giving it to people, but it was like, Rain
Yeah.
remembered being poor, so it was always like, here you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
having spent so much time in the cart and like, while maybe sometimes whenever you guys are talking or something and like Nera isn't talking to Zoldak, she actually has a book that she used to keep inventory of her own stock, but now since she's basically only carrying what she has on her back, she has like a complete inventory of everything that we have. So she's kind of like I mean, like talking to Zoldak and stuff, but it's
Mhm.
like it seems like she has become the manager of the party loot. Like
Just
so it's just like
naturally.
yeah,
We
just
also
like so
have
that
4 gold hawk statues, about 250 gold each. So there's another 1,000. So I mean, party loot combined, we're sitting at almost 10,000 gold. Not to mention when you throw in the platinum pieces, which that's another 1,000 gold per person.
Yeah.
So
And not to mention what people have on their persons themselves.
Yeah, I have a lot of shit that I could sell personally.
yeah,
Whatever my clothes are worth. Oh,
yeah. In
I have
terms
an
of party
ivory.
loot,
I
we
have an
don't have-
ivory hairbrush, short sword, gold rings.
Yeah.
yeah,
Farnox Corpse has that ornate box.
Yeah, Zoldak's
Metagame.
thinking like, gee, when we kind of resolve the crisis here, maybe putting that loot into like a fortress or something, some sort of like sort of like the guard tower we have, but maybe a little bit more ornate.
Yeah, just like buy a tower. Like, I want
Yeah.
another tower
we-
here.
Rain would go that far and just be like, think of the library we could have in that tower. Like,
Yeah.
think of the book production we could do with that money.
Hey, just go.
Nobody
go
cares about
renovate
your
the moat
book.
house.
Making like a whole, like a keep, like a castle keep of some
I
sort.
mean, go clear out the
Sir-
moat house and claim it as your own, and then renovate it,
yeah,
and then
we
sell it.
make a profit.
Yeah, we flipped the moat house.
Metagame wise, repairing the moat house and making it into a keep is like retirement of character worthy shit. Like,
Yeah,
Yep.
you have the finances to repair it and renovate it. Yeah, Zolak's kind of thinking, that moat house, it's kind of in the middle of the swamp though. But
Yeah, who you gonna get out there to renovate it?
Money.
What did we? The history of that keep. What did we learn it was there for? Like, what was it? I think you had said.
Yeah, basically I guess Zoldak would know that, but it was built a long time ago as basically there was the Temple of Elemental Evil that was off to the east, and it was built kind of as just to hold this side, like this direction of the Temple of Elemental Evil, and it was attacked during a battle, which is why it's all kind of like decrepit now. And it's just been abandoned and overgrown and like
So it was just evil is nearby, so we have
exactly.
to keep it. Yeah, I don't know if you
Yeah.
necessarily know about the temple itself, but how hidden.
Yeah, there's a lord who is kind of just like residing there, and yeah.
Zoldak says,
Actually, roll a history check.
you can use the Strahd point if you want.
No, I'll just make this general because I think this is that's like just what Zoldak knew going in. Oh,
Okay. Never mind.
Never mind. Although I guess if I made I would make a separate roll like individually, not with advantage, to say like, oh, did Strahd have?
Yeah,
Would he-
anything
would-
about the moat house or this area? Yeah.
Yeah, just in terms of like other realms back before he got isolated in Barovia,
Mhm.
which he might. So this will just be an individual. 11.
Yeah, I mean, you basically know what I told you, in that a lord was kind
Yeah.
of like residing in. Yeah, you were with the party whenever Fernac died, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would know that that was like the Lord's chamber, that black room, that corner room. So that's kind of like,
Yeah.
that was like the fanciest looking room, and that was kind of like the Lord's room.
So Zoldak says, yeah, despite the location not being the greatest, because it's just kind of out in the middle of the swamp, I mean, the building's still there, and there is quite a lot of space out there. I think we could certainly look at that, but I don't know how I feel about living out in the swamp out there.
Yeah, so after being determined for about 4 hours, spending up basically the rest of the day leading into the evening now, Holly finishes working through the cauldron and the potion. She dumps the water. You want to say something?
Oh, I was gonna say in the meantime, while we're doing basically 4 short rests, I was gonna do ascending, but I was gonna just send it straight to you.
Okay.
And how long was Holly working on?
4 hours.
4 hours. So I'm gonna say Zoldak spent 3 of those hours reading the manual, and the other hour was just conversation with
Okay.
people and stuff we were discussing. So
Right.
I am at 37 hours out of 48. Isn't Gizmo still should have had penalties from?
Whenever you send a message to somebody, they can send something back, right?
25 words.
I think Gizmo should still have a -2 things, but whatever.
Yes. Yeah, he does. Although I don't think any of his hits have been close calls, so I haven't really been considering it.
Yeah, and even if some of those attacks would have missed in another round or two, we wouldn't have sustained enough damage, or it wouldn't
Right.
have been a close enough call.
Yeah, that fight was actually way easier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
So we
guess
actually
because
did
we
do a
fought
short-
trolls before, so I mean we knew about the regeneration, but
Yeah. So all this time when Holly's working on that, we cover a short rest.
yes, definitely.
Yeah, so
Rain?
what I was gonna say, I think it would still Gizmo's still not up to par, and I'm very close to learning all I need to know from this manual. Definitely an odd thing though. The magic that's like this isn't just normal reading. It's quite fascinating actually. Which is odd because I'm not normally one to
Right.
pursue
up a book.
magic but besides
like-
my standard gear, of course, but
It's like you're gaining the constitution to keep reading.
yeah, but it's like there's
Oh,
just so much
well,
good
since we're almost too
advice.
dedicated, are we still just gonna go to 10?
What?
Since we're clearly so dedicated, are we just gonna keep going until 10?
Oh, well, I
Guess so.
mean, I was basically gonna wrap it up here.
Okay.
But so basically that Holly was working on the cauldron, and she goes over and gets water from the creek, and most of it is that, and she puts in the plant, and she prepares it. She's cutting off the stems and doing it and kind of like aerating it, hovering it above, letting it dry out a little bit, crushing it a little bit. She has gloves on this entire time, so she's taking her care. And I mean, she's clearly, worked with, it's like, okay, this is like, a ranger. She knows what she's doing. This isn't necessarily something that you've ever seen May do. He doesn't seem like he was ever, doing alchemy or potions. I mean, clearly he never did that, but so she's working through this, and basically just has to boil for a long time, and it boils down to a little bit. And going into Jeru's hut, she comes back with whatever number of bottles equals 1 for all of us minus the shield guardian. So what, 5? Yeah, so
Yeah.
5 bottles. Basically, she cooks it down to 5 of these potions that it just kind of have like this weird greenish bluish kind of like whatever color that's a mix between the blue of the plant and the green from the water. And additionally, just while she was saying, she's speaking in Sylvan to the pot and potentially casting some spells on it and stuff, but she's consulting the recipe the entire time. And I mean, I guess really you guys have no reason not to trust her. You know, that kind of like you don't think there's any deception in what she's doing.
But there is. No,
Yeah.
But then you're
it was
super
a
pissed.
doppelganger the whole time. No.
Yeah. Would be the first time that's been mentioned.
Now I
But,
have the secret
um,
potion.
Yeah, right.
They fell for my tricks.
Um,
Tricks are for kids.
um, so everybody gains one.
What should we call this?
I would just say,
Anti-toxin, anti-poison potion.
well,
Super potion?
one,
Potion. A full heal.
one like Hamlet potion or whatever. Let's call it that. But the effect is whenever you drink it, for the next 8 hours, you absorb 50 poison damage. Like that, you have a temporary shield for 50 poison damage.
Should we just make a note of that in the chat?
Yeah, I'll type that in.
Yeah, Zodak says, yeah. Definitely seems like the moat house is coming up in our future again, so I will save this for that.
Yeah, and additionally, she says, just kind of like while working on the potion, we're all being conversational. She says that the arch druids believe that a green dragon has taken over the moat house, and that is
Ow.
what's causing all of this effect.
Where even? Oh god! Except for that one, the one door we didn't go through. That's about the only place.
Zoldak's eyes widen. He says, I've never fought a dragon yet
So,
Even- with my mercenary crew.
everybody roll an intelligence save. Basically, just Gizmo, Rain, and Zoldak, not anybody else.
Save.
Save. All right, hold up.
Woo! Why couldn't I do a? Yeah, why couldn't I do a wisdom save? Well, now we know Zoldak's as dumb as a bag of rocks.
Okay, that's the Hamlet potion. I mean, I think that gets the point across.
Yeah.
Rain.
Yes.
Your friend, whenever you first came here, you have a line of thought. Burn had the pet dragon that was the pseudo dragon, and also reading from his journal, he encountered a green dragon in his past.
Okay.
And you know that after Burn died, his pseudo dragon was nowhere to be found. So you wonder deep in your head if something happened to the pseudo dragon, and now all of this. Period.
Can I?
Oh, I was gonna say you told us a lot about the backstory of this character, but I don't think our characters know.
Exactly. So I mean, everybody had access to Burn's journal. In fact, I think I made it like an
So
item.
maybe that's where we did learn about it.
Yeah, I think it was in his room. I think, yeah, Burn's journal. Everybody should be able to see it in your inventories or whatever. It's under the random
Yeah.
folder or something. But yeah, so in there,
Oh, you know what?
Rain.
Yeah, you did show us this.
So I guess Rain as a character is the only one that thinks like, wait, so green dragon in this area, is that somehow related to Burn's pseudo dragon that was a green dragon? You know, like is that tied together? Because you guys have not seen the pseudo dragon since Burn died, basically. So yeah. But that's just like an intelligence save just for like her character herself. That's like stuff that, you know, as a player you could potentially never piece together, but like
Right.
Rain is whatever, clever enough or something you
Yeah.
would call it.
Zoldak says, if we're gonna face this dragon, I gotta finish this manual before we go. That's definitely proved to be a great aid.
Oh,
Pass the mayonnaise. I'm getting hungry.
Yeah.
is that what we're gonna do? A
Never
long rest?
fought- I've never fought a dragon before, but I hear they're one of the fiercest creatures.
Correct. So since it's about
existence.
5 p.m. now, you know, we can basically initiate a long rest, just kind of like evening downtime, that kind of stuff. So, you know, CJ, you can get like 5 more hours tonight added to the book,
Yeah.
and then we all take a long rest. You know, everybody gets food however they get it. You know, we have stuff in the cart, stuff like
Long
that.
rest. Don't forget to recover hit dice, half of them.
I haven't used any.
So,
Zoldak used all of them.
is this a long rest then?
Yeah, so basically it's going to be 5 hours of evening downtime and then a long rest, and then we'll wake up like in the morning, air quote. And also everybody gains 1,000 experience.
Yes.
1001 experience.
Tazdingo.
Ooh,
Um,
level up.
Alright, well, I'm gonna end the stream since we're calling it there.